Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons & Dragons. Indeed. Before we jump into our episode for the night, we do have some quick announcements to get through, beginning with our sponsor for the night, D&D Beyond. Sam?
Here we go! I got me a phone. It's as big as a brick, and it's got D&D Beyond loaded on it.
What is happening right now?
I'm Fred I'm Fred Schneider from the B-52s, and there's free D&D Beyond subscription trial for you.
Oh, no.
Get exclusive monthly perks to personalize your play. Share your D&D books with your whole party.
Creating and a playing, dice are really rolling. D&D Beyond, you should all enroll in.
Make yourself characters with unlimited slots, like a rock lobster barbarian from hell. It's becoming uncomfortable to shout like this. Maybe I should play some cowbell. Okay. Oh no, I think my voice has gotten stuck. Why do I keep yelling uncontrollably? I'm serious. This is some sort of horrible curse. Matt, please help me, baby.
When will the song end? Please make it stop.
Okay, I'll just cut the power to the sound system and get... Oh my god.
I'm starting to lose the will to live. Please put me out of my misery.
Wait. If you end the ad, will that break the curse?
Okay. Go to dndbeyond.link/CR sub and start your 30-day free trial today. Hey, it worked.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Matt, back to you.
Oh my god. Oh, that would have hurt.
Yeah. Oh boy. I feel like it was really offbeat. It was
I couldn't hear the music, but also it was bad.
Apologies to Fred Schneider.
We
and
tried
everybody
to find
listening.
the bottom,
right
and that was a good deep dive. Like, the ocean is deep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've gone Mariana with this.
Yes.
No one under 20 is going to know what that means.
Well, they should.
The labyrinthine and abyssal.
Laura, you got some announcements, huh?
Hey.
Don't do it.
Hey. Baby, got some merch.
If you like business, if you like to rep, I don't know. If you like business, we've got a nice, subtle Critical Role shirt. This is if you have to wear like businessy clothes, or if you're gothy.
Yes?
Did
you say gothy?
Talented, this shirt's for you.
I would wear that.
And, you could wear it opened up, you could wear it buttoned down, you could tuck it in, you could put a tie on with it.
Please hit me in the face.
What?
I'm wearing a collar, so just do me the thing.
Yeah. We also have joining. Oh wait, this Critical Role reaction figure. It's the Hooded Game Master.
I have a figure.
Who could that be? Yeah.
That's kind of
Ooh,
cool,
joining
actually.
our cool Mighty 9 reaction figures with Super 7, our Critical Role shops now have an exclusive. That's right, exclusive Critical Role reaction figure. The Hooded Game Master. Art is by the Super 7 team and Hannah Friederichs. Find it now exclusively in all our Critical Role shoppies.
I like the color
There are
gradient.
more exciting exclusive Super 7 figures on the way. Stay tuned and collect them all. Collect the whole party.
Little pickup there at the end.
That's right.
That was nice. Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
The little book is great.
Matt, this is exciting.
It is actually really
you.
exciting. That's cool. I want one.
There's there's like print on the book too, isn't there? Like the book says stuff.
There's that. There's also the WizKids mini. Now I want a life-size one for my house.
There you go. So like I can fight a larger version of it. There we go. Like the massive like real life Drizzt one.
Yes,
It's
yes.
just me going.
Did you ever see dinner at my house?
Please. That's terrifying. That'll never happen. Nevertheless, I think that concludes our announcements.
Those are the announcements.
Leave it.
And with that,
Rusted.
let's let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of
Also, welcome back, Marisha.
Critical Role.
One by one we climb until we reach the top. Two by two we fall. Will we meet our end or meet our destiny? Hold your breath and roll.
How do you want to do this?
It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery. Who knows what will happen? He might. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. From the healer to the renegade, we all share the same goal. Adding more allies, taking more chances. Hold your breath and roll.
You can certainly try.
It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery. From darkness, our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
And welcome back. So last we left off, half of Bell's Hells with their new travel companions from Uthadern, Frida and Deanna, have helped save some of the populace of Uthadern in the midst of the post-Applebee Soul Cycle dangers. And in doing so, gained... One could only hope to have such a lasting one. Gained some favor from the diarchy of Uthadern, and in doing so, also discovered a little bit about the history of Ludinus Da'leth, the antagonistic figure of the minute, hour, millennium, who seemingly, for a while, hailed from the elven town of Molaesmyr that was destroyed 3 centuries before, and is not too far off from the city of Uthadern, to the southwest in the middle of the now corrupted Savalier Wood that itself was corrupted by the incident that destroyed the city of Molaesmyr. So, gathering supplies, you all trekked in that direction. You got goats that you rode across the mountains, killed one of them to feed to the others, left them behind on the bank of the lake.
I stand by my
Yep.
choice.
You built a raft, floated down the Boreal Omen River, until you eventually came to the outskirts of the ruins of Molaesmyr. Here in this heavily altered, overgrown, and deeply dangerous haunted locale, you managed to notice a few of the strange, changed beasts that wander the surrounding region, and began to stealth your way carefully between the somewhat damaged and frozen in time, unoccupied, you hope, structures across the cityscape. So, as you all begin to move deeper and deeper through the city, seeing amongst you the heavy, twisted, thorn-covered brambles, the odd patches of purple and brown and gray fungus, and heavy thatched leaves overhead that intermingle with the winding and nodding tree trunks and extended branches that seem to grab each other and tangle, causing these webs of the darkened atmosphere of the Savalier Wood around you to choke most of the daylight above. What is it you're looking for, and what are you doing?
What are we looking at?
We're looking for the tower.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I have notes.
I think Pass Without a Trace is still up, right?
I believe it does.
But it only lasts for 10 minutes.
Shit.
Well, then we better hurry.
The
might
Guild
not-
Hollow Tower, right?
Guild Hall.
That's right. I have mage armor up from last time as
You
well.
do.
Okay.
It's 1 hour past that trace, by the way.
Oh, great.
You got that.
And you might have just said this,
I
but
do?
time of day again is roughly.
Day's still up. It's probably, you're guessing, it's hard to see without that much of the skyline available to you, but you guess it's probably mid-afternoon, early to mid-afternoon.
Okay.
We definitely want to stay out of the vision of that giant, majestic stag with the baby arms that are following behind
Are you
it.
talking about yourself?
No, that would be stud.
Oh, sorry.
Stag.
Keep your voice down. Oh, right. No, wait. We're all talking to each other in our heads.
That's right.
Right.
Yay.
Balls.
Yeah.
Did I do that?
You did that. No, you did that.
I did that?
Yeah.
You did that.
This should be in your. You already cast the spell.
Look.
That's a 5th level.
Shit, is that my only 5th level for
Probably.
the day?
Bro.
It is. Oh, fuck.
But because we realized that stag was super responded.
Yeah, I could hear it.
Responsive to your hearing. Yeah.
Indeed.
So this is what it sounds like for you all the time, Imogen?
Yeah.
Just people just yapping?
Well, not anymore.
All right. Well then, let's go. Do we? I mean, beeline for the tower, or?
I think so. There's nothing that we don't know what to look for. We don't have a description or symbols or anything to. Okay.
Did we see a tall structure on the way in?
There is one.
There are a number of tall structures. You saw one massive one.
I mean, that's gotta be it, right?
Yeah. You know,
Especially if it's on the other side of town. We're on the south side and we're heading to the north side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like on the
we check our
eastern
HUD?
side of it.
We're heading to the.
Is
But
it
we're
to the
heading-
We're
northwest
heading
of
to the
us?
northwest
And we're
portion
on
of
the
the city.
easty side. Okay. Now, my other question.
Yes.
That stag creature that we saw, I don't remember. Did we notice if it had eyeballs, or was it just a blank face?
From what you
and-
saw, its head lacked any sort of eye sockets or eyes. It was just like a smooth head to its extended snout.
Okay.
And it moved on the thing that made sound, right?
Yes. As soon as it made sound, that's when it attacked. Like before that, it just nothing.
Real,
It just went
the
silent.
sound was real bad.
So we had to be silent as hell.
Also, just as a thought, because it seems to be super attracted to sound, should we make something else that makes a constant source of sound just to mask any fuck-ups that we have? A fire or rain or anything else that someone more magical than me can do?
Sure.
That's a good.
That's a great idea.
Good idea.
Do we have?
It happens.
I don't
time
have
to time.
that.
I can.
Nobody has marble drop, 4th level?
My armor's really loud, so I'm
Firecrackers.
very nervous.
If the stag has a dream, I can share it with him.
Let's see. I got a bag of ball bearings. There's 1,000 in there. So what if I
Made
you
some
know,
sort of Rube Goldberg
and it
contraption.
just constantly trickled out ball bearings from somewhere?
It feels unnecessarily
What if I
complicated.
created some sort of rudimentary?
It's so, Blave,
Yeah.
so Odyssey of the Mind. I'm so proud of you right now. You know what that is?
We could try to deafen it if it comes back.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
got
a
that?
great idea.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't work well when I blinded the bugs, but this is different and we'll be fine.
This is totally different.
Every
Yeah.
opportunity is a new chance.
Oh, you're really nice in your head.
For love. Huh? Sorry. What? Boobies. Let's go.
Stealthily going?
Stealthily
Yes,
going.
of
Yeah.
course.
If I recall, we rolled stealth at the end of the last session, and so we're going to continue with that for the time being.
Okay.
Who is leading this troop? I guess I would say what's the marching order of this journey, because that is an important aspect of this.
Your perceptive is Buck, right?
You were.
I don't
Yes.
have this.
You were on my shoulders when I went up to the tree.
Perfect. And I'm still there.
All right, so we have you on the shoulders.
Nobody that's exhausted should be leading the way.
Yeah.
So you should be
Right
in
here.
front.
Exhaustion.
Are you good at
I'm super stealthy, but I'm not super perceptive.
Okay, then yeah, fine.
Y'all ate
I'm
your,
gonna investigate.
y'all ate your food already, right?
survival, but I'm not
Blood
good at
muffin,
perceiving.
thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go in.
I'm okay at perceiving, but I'm not gonna do that right now.
Okay.
Yes.
For Pass Without a Trace, by the way, it is a, I believe it's a, the duration each creature you choose within 30 feet of you.
Get loose, Frida. Get loose. Get those hinges.
I'm just massaging your
Oil.
like,
Someone oil me.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, so it's each creature within 30 feet of you. As the bonus doesn't say you have to stay within a radius, so you can, you don't have to say
Great.
too
think I
far.
do.
Okay.
All right, so
Also, remember the plan from last time. If things get hairy, You turn into a big eagle.
Oh,
I'll
they'll get
scoop
hairy.
people up, and I'll fly everybody else if I can.
Great. Okay.
And we can get up and away from the
Yes.
stag.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. We got this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally.
The walkways through the city ruins are not open roads. The ground where you can see these once beautiful Elvis streets of smooth stone and long, almost railroad tie-like marble and stone dividers between chunks of the roadway are cracked and broken at odd angles. You can see undergrowth that is pushed through, and in fact, much of this is completely overgrown with these thick, bright red and purple ferns, these kind of oddly, perpetually deep autumn-colored scape with grays and some like dark, almost black coloration in places. It has just slowly swarmed and crept over everything that once held this ancient, kind of elvish, presentational beauty.
Lana would love this.
She would. She's somewhere else.
I'm casting Minor Illusion over and over again, just making little terrain, and there's no verbal component. So we're just making little, just a little crumbly wall that's always a little bit in front of us.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
The low-hanging mist that drifts between the various clusters of bush and undergrowth kind of drifts by in wisps. The occasional distant glow of something faintly blue in the far-off, kind of clouded fog appears and then vanishes from sight. Every now and then you hear what sounds like a clack or a click noise before a bird takes off.
Birds.
What was that blue light? Did you see that blue light? And then it just disappeared. It was a ghost. Okay. Okay.
Honestly, that's making me feel better. Don't stop.
It's making it giggle a little bit. Titties.
Just playing the like penis game, but in our brains.
So,
But we're still whispering because we're a bunch of bitches.
who's guiding the troop through this ruin?
I think I'm in the front.
All right. Go ahead and roll survival for me, if you don't mind.
Just always have the D4 out. Someone's casting guidance.
9, 10, 11, survival, 12, 13, 14.
Let's go.
14, okay. A short way into this, a familiar scent begins to catch most of your noses. That odd kind of sulfurous rot smell. Something that struck you a little ways off in the forest not too long ago, and you catch everyone and hold them back as you turn the corner and see one section of the ground has erupted and cracked open. This long 15, 20-foot fissure is broken in the ground itself, where you see shards of stone and marble broken upward, and that black, purple miasma just kind of drifts out like a smoke.
Don't smell that smell. It'll make you tired.
Is it wide, big enough that we have to sort of traverse around it?
You can move around. It's more like you turn the corner and catch everyone right before you end up walking into it. But you do also notice that these fissures are throughout the entirety of the city. They all seem to be stemming from deeper in. A lot of them are cracking outward and seem to be coming to the end of their energy and snaking destruction where you are now, and just growing larger as you progress deeper into the city.
I think I would sort of be trying to figure out where its center is, where it's coming from, if I can.
Okay. I mean, you have a high enough passive perception. Amongst all the buildings around here, the various large arches and the extended bridges that are partially collapsed, the wide and multi-layered homesteads, or what look to have been civic structures and buildings that were the hubs of business or commerce or government within here, that have since now been completely engulfed by the strangling roots and brush of the forest. You see one massive tower that rises all above the rest, even at this distance. This is the one that caught your eye when you were along the river. And now the closer you get, the better kind of perspective you have. This is upwards 10, 11 stories likely. And where it sits above, parts of it, you can see kind of some pillars are cracked. Trees have grown out the sides of it. But you gather as you begin to go deeper in that many of these cracks, many of these fissures seem to be emanating from that direction.
Are there any windows at the top of the tower, or is it all just stone straight up?
There are windows. Much of it looks like heavy ivy and other growth has obscured the majority of the entryways, or at least partially obscured them. The higher up, the thinner it gets, as the forest eventually doesn't quite climb as high as that singular tower, to the point where you can almost, here in the daylight, see a bit of that polished shine, just a hint of a glimmer of the beauty that it once held, and most of this city once held. It's this last little bit of memory that kind of rises above the rest of the destruction that lays around it. You do also notice around here more and more...
Wow. That was the choice?
No, don't roll. Don't roll.
Sorry. You do also notice many bodies. Many old, long-rotted skeletal bodies, parts of them that are still kind of entangled with some of the heavy roots, some that are heavily lifted up and have been grown through. You can see where the plants and the various dangerous-looking flowers and oddly bright-colored red and orange buds have kind of moved through and protrude from an eye socket of a skull, where you can see the corpses of children and women and animals have all since been kind of taken in and been given this odd, twisted beauty as it's been reincorporated in its rot with the rest of this voluminous and thriving, if dark, forest. You can see all the carts, you can see all the buildings and the shops, signs in Elvish. There are these little glimpses of the beauty of this townscape that you can imagine for a moment, the bustle and the calm and the overall wonder that this once probably had, at least from the glimpses you see. You also begin to notice that there are the remains of encampments occasionally, more recently built ones, little tents, little fire pits. And you guys would know that there are, some troops within Uthadurn that come here with the intent of trying to learn about what happened here, taking relics, partially to continue to delve into the history of Molaesmyr and try and ascertain the root of what caused this, as well as many, many looters. Shady Creek Run in particular, many of the tribes of Shady Creek Run have vested interests in the theft and reselling of really anything within this city. That includes corpses.
Hey, cool. I just had a little heart attack.
Me too.
I'm not strong enough for this.
Is there any sign of life here more recent? Does it look like there's anything that's been disturbed or?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
What you doing?
Investigating.
Guidance, because
9.
I'm on your shoulders.
12.
12. You get, with a quick look at the nearest kind of makeshift rock pit that's been set in one of these small encampments that you pass by, it looks like it's been a long time since it's been used. You can see the soot and kind of dark leftover ash within there, but much of the ash is now intermingled or completely covered with a layer of a fine kind of purple-red dust. This is when you notice that the air itself seems to carry these kind of motes of life, like spores that just kind of exist in the space, where the fog seems to slightly dissipate around waist level. Above that, as the wind blows through, you can see kind of these gentle spores kind of shift and move with the occasional gust of wind.
Anyone else noticing that?
It's very pretty.
Yes. Cover my mouth.
Beautiful.
Can I actually use Hunter's Bane. I know previously it just feels like there's Fey Fiend or Undead kind of everywhere, but in particular the just flat out skeletal bodies that have had stuff grow through it. We want to take care to avoid that. But can I also just sense if, I don't know, if they're in park or, disabled?
Okay. You kind of tap into the ritual that changed you when you first joined the Claret Orders. You kind of expand your personal consciousness and connection to your blood magic, and in doing so, try and reach out to sense some of these darker entities that are tethered to this enchantment. And you get a sense to the left here, and you open your eye that direction, and you see what looks to be a ghostly humanoid figure that just kind of walks through the street. You see the faint outline of pointed ears, and it just kind of walks and then disappears, and you feel it vanish. Another one, about 40 feet to your right, you see it kind of stop and turn and look at you. And then vanish.
Oh, don't do that! Don't do that! You gave me all the stuff!
Yeah. That's why you don't ask. They can't be creepy at you.
Oh, you gotta open the mouth and not make a noise!
You also, amongst the small bits of growth and the brambles that weave through the streets, there are trees. There are some that you can see are very well long planted here when the city was in its prime. These massive trunks and extending branches that have since kind of taken into the rest of the corruption, but you can see along its base, though much of it has been retaken by the surrounding twisted nature, stone decorations. These were intentional. But amongst the center of these walkways and these streets, you see others that have since kind of punched through and grown themselves more gnarled and twisted. And the nearest one to you also kind of hits your aura.
Hey, y'all, just to put it out there, getting a little bit of a vibe from the tree over yonder.
The tree is giving you a vibe?
Yeah, like there's definitely some spirit stuff going on around here, and they're kind of popping up all over the place random like. But for whatever reason,
Well, the tree that we passed by in the river, didn't it try to eat something? So.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, it did lean low.
Yeah, maybe it's a little
sweet cherry.
Fiendish tree. Is that a thing?
I don't want to go home.
I don't know, I didn't read the books. Could be.
Does it look like the spores that are sort of floating in the air have their origins on these plants and in these trees?
Have their orgies on these trees?
Yes,
Yes, that's exactly what she said.
Yes, thank you.
Make a perception check.
Orgies.
Orgies. Well, now that we made
Close
it
cousin of the corgi.
Natural 20.
Nice!
Hey, the ritual worked!
Indeed, some of these trees that have the more vibrantly bright red leaves and canopy, you can see the spores themselves seem to just kind of drift with each breeze, and even just kind of naturally, occasionally, just gently, almost like a soft snowfall from beneath the canopy of these red trees. With a natural 20, the one that's nearest to you, the one that Chetney was referring to, glancing at it, this also is one of those red trees. And you gather the way that it's kind of wound and twisted, the trunk of it. You begin to make out something odd about its structure. Sitting about 80 or so feet to its apex, you watch its twisting trunk, and the branches extend. You can see where they extend. There's bits of bone protruding in places, and the branches almost form a hand. You can see as it pulls up this elongated, stretched mouth and these eye sockets that wind upward into where the canopy extends. It is mimicking a corpse, or it may have once been.
This is why I always pack blight. This is fucked up.
Did you pack it?
No. I miss Laren so fucking much.
Oh,
trees are bad here.
You mean Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Lorraine. Lorraine Hamburg sucker.
Okay.
Give me strength.
You can speak with animals, right?
Okay,
Yes,
the
I
trees
can.
wrong. The
Do
trees
you
wrong.
can you communicate with plants?
I
Or
could
with the
certainly
dead.
try.
Or with
I
the
could
dead,
certainly
yeah.
try. Let me. Oh God, what a good idea.
And of course, we know if we try and communicate and it doesn't go well, we might be ringing the dinner bell.
So
right?
the spores, these spores that are just all in the air, are they mostly towards the ground or above?
Kind of all over.
It's just everywhere?
Above the fog line.
Yeah.
So it's either horrifying mist or terrible spores.
So if we were to try to fly out,
Air's
we
bad.
would be in like.
Well, just cover your mouth.
Close your eyes, cover your mouth.
Yeah.
Don't breathe as you fly out.
And this tree's the only one that looks like that?
It's the first one you've noticed.
Oh, okay.
But there are many trees of that same canopy color, that specific kind of deep crimson coloration, and you're not quite close enough, but you have a bad feeling.
I don't like it here.
I could use it.
Speak of plants?
I could use it if
Please
we
don't.
need to.
Let's
You
do
know
it.
what? I'm gonna get out the scythe, just extend it,
Alrighty.
just to have it, so we're good.
Do the bodies with all of the growth coming out of them, do they all look like the same age of decay? Like it all just was like a one-time poof that happened?
Make a
Make any
nature
sense?
check.
Oh yeah, like a blast instead
Yeah.
of overtime.
Probably, but just a check.
Make a name. How do I have a -1?
To what?
For nature.
That is a good question,
Wild.
Drew.
It's a totally
That's
different.
true, it's true. Oh, 1.
Oh, right.
So you rolled a 0.
I rolled a 0.
Nothing happened.
What are plants? What am this?
This place is creepy.
As we're moving through, is there any kind of iconography or signage or a wording of any language on the ground, on the structures in tumbled rock or anything like that?
On the ground, no, but you do see passing some of the buildings, there are elements of Elven that you can see carved into certain signs and things that, you would often see labeled within a city that is thriving. Do you speak Elvish?
Ah, yes, Elvish. If only I'd finished that Rosetta Stone course.
Speak Elvish.
Nope. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Don't be nice to me right now. I'm so stressed.
Can you tell what those words say?
Why is he being like this in my head?
Yonder.
Don't let me distract you. I'm distracted. Right now, I'm distracted.
We can all hear that.
Oh no! I thought there was like a one-on-one line. Shit!
The nearest building that you've all kind of hidden in the shadow in right now, that you're looking out, and you're looking out beyond like this one kind of tower to the right. That's one of the smaller towers in the area. There's like a central area with what looks like almost like a raised platform or a dried out fountain. You can't quite tell. It's been heavily grown around the side. You can see the twisting bramble vines that put through. The building that you're in, you kind of glance out and see that the sign above it, it is partially wrecked or scratched, but you can see it says in Elvish livery. And now that you see it, you look in the empty space inside that's been heavily grown through, and you can see there are stables. This once was where beasts of burden would be kept. And it's then you also notice that amongst the brambles there are there's a horse skeleton that's been like stretched and grown through that is like partially merged up along with the inside of the wall.
Okay, this is a livery and just a big old note to Imogen. Maybe don't turn left. You were mad about the goat. This is worse.
Instantly.
You can't help it.
Oh.
It's 300 years old.
You know, that actually is better than watching you kill a goat and immediately start.
Use the goat.
Use the goat. It's important.
Yes.
I feel attacked. But not as much as Jerry did.
This place is so interesting. It really is just
Interesting.
really interesting.
Interesting.
I feel like I want to make some topiaries whenever I go back home in the shapes of some of these.
Oh yeah.
People?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen her place with her grandmother. It was
It's beautiful. It's really
definitely
cute.
dead people in those topiaries too.
Oh.
I think I want to walk up to that horse. while they're having this mind discussion. And I'm sort of struck by how unnatural it is. And I will reach out and touch it and cast Decompose.
On what?
On the horse.
Okay.
Oh,
You go ahead and cast the spell, and you watch as the immediacy of the decompose spell takes root. You can watch as the bone begins to gray further and turn brittle. You also notice that the heavy vines that have pushed through and the flowers that have kind of spread and budded from within its skeleton begin to turn black and wither. And you swear for a moment the skeleton seems to almost move, like it's trying to resist the spell before it begins to crack and crumble into ash.
Oh my. Okay. We all saw that, right?
We saw it. There's like dead spirit stuff around here.
Okay. I really want that flower growing out of that guy's eyeball, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Take a cutting.
That's wise.
I'll take a cutting when we leave.
Okay.
So don't, in case we don't want to wake anything up.
Yeah. Are we planning to just keep on walking?
I think so.
Heading to the tower.
Should we not do some like preemptive? This feels like
I
it's
can
gonna be
surround us with some spirits to guard us, but will that draw too much attention? They'll be flitting around.
It's a tough call.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just sound-based. The ghosts or the spirits, I don't know what they were that I saw, like locked eyes on me. I know
They
it's
know
hard
we're
to
here.
take your eyes off me, but
Oh, they saw you, but they didn't attack?
no, they raised their mouths and then disappeared.
God.
Real scary, like.
They're tortured here. It's a tortured environment.
Do you think they were glad that you were here?
I think so. They might have been like, C-Pop Industries has finally come to Molaesmyr.
That face you made, that looked like a happy sort of face. Like a
Probably.
relieved face, definitely not a terrified.
No.
I'm gonna destroy you face.
Yep.
Yeah.
We should keep moving. Try to find the guild hollow.
Should we like kill the skeletons as we go?
They're dead.
I think if we keep
Come on, we know
if we keep doing what you just did to that horse, it might draw attention to the corpse trees that might then a lot of times well, what if it's like a mushroom system where like everything's connected under the ground and like all of these trees are part of the same organism or entity in some way?
That's
And
kind of nice, though.
no, it's not. That's beautiful, but also if we attack one part of it,
Yeah.
all of it will attack us back.
Yeah, let's just...
And if that's true,
Forge
what I
'em.
just did probably alerted it.
It's possible, but also
But nothing
you know,
happened.
Yeah, we're doing great.
That it seemed very wrong what was there, and I'm glad that you helped.
Well, I appreciate that. Does it sound like that stag is anywhere near?
Make a perception check for me.
Guidance.
Perception, 12 plus 10 is 20. 23 plus 4, 27.
27, that's great. Listening out, you do not hear any sounds of clomping or scraping that you currently can associate with your one interaction with that creature. You do hear the breeze pick up and drift. You swear you can occasionally hear like chimes, but you're not sure where it's coming from.
Come on.
And a little part of you thought you heard a very distant echoing howl.
The Wolf King.
I'm here, baby.
Wolves, birds, chimes, moans, cracks and clacks. What the fuck is going on?
I won't say it out loud, but I will make my way to you and just say, do you hear that?
On your back.
Oh, you're with me.
And we can communicate silently.
I picked up the howl, right?
Actually, you didn't.
Hear what? All I hear is our eminent success.
It was a howl, Mr. Pop.
A howl?
Yes.
Is that too?
Any sense on the wind?
Howl.
Make a perception check.
Don't worry. I got it. It won't help. It doesn't matter.
You have advantage on scent-based stuff because you are a... You
Bitch, don't worry. It's a.
You're like
that's
Anthony.
one number higher. It's still single digits.
You called me a bitch a little bit.
You take
It was a general.
you take a big sniff and you watch as one of those floating spores like just shoots right into your nose and you're like you like cough for a second just to kind of.
Hold it in. Don't cough. Hold it.
A little tear comes out. Pops inside us.
So my favorite face I've ever seen you make.
Keep it together. Keep it together.
Don't do it.
Get the hiccups from over there.
All right, we gotta keep moving.
Yeah, we
gotta keep
moving.
moving.
We
Gotta keep moving.
Maybe it was in my head.
Now, the rest of this walkway, kind of heading towards that large tower, is in the center of the city, which you assume is probably the best kind of milestone amongst this ruin to help you figure out where you're trying to get and where it might be in relation to it. Do you wish to head deeper into the city or take another path?
You mean towards the tower or like around?
Yeah, I guess. Are you trying to skirt around? Are you trying to go towards the center?
It doesn't matter. Is anything alive?
Well, if we go on this, so the open roads seem they're pretty wide open, right?
They're about the main roads are about 20 feet wide.
That's where like the elk would probably be. So maybe if we go to the edges.
It'll have a harder time.
How long does stuff last? Do we still have pass without a trace up?
You've been going, I'd say, carefully and quietly through here, which is not a fast means of traversing, especially since you're having to like duck beneath things and climb over and weave through broken buildings. It's slow going. About 30 or so minutes into this trip, I do need another stealth check from everybody.
Oh,
Do I have to do it because I'm on shoulders?
Yeah.
But no more pass without a...
You still have it.
Yes,
Oh,
still.
okay.
This will be the last one that you take with it, though.
Okay.
24.
24.
27.
25.
Nice.
19.
26.
Whoa, we're all pretty good.
Okay, not too bad.
So quiet.
Look, man, I'm a little disappointed.
I'm still aware of Chetney. He's losing his touch.
So you begin to move through onto the right-hand side or left-hand side of the main central tower. If you're coming in from an eastern direction, that would be either the north side or the south side.
North side.
Turn left.
On the count of 3. It can't be go 10 turns.
It's true.
What is this?
It's a scientific.
Town for elves?
Sometimes you can just say something and it can be true of the world. I don't know.
On the count of 3, put up a left or right hand. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, raise your hand if you're left-handed. Oh, okay. You voted against us.
Oh, well.
Let's go left.
We went right.
Left feels right.
Wait, but everybody voted right.
Where'd my last man? It's upside down there.
I heard that elks can't go left.
Elks can't turn left.
Wait, but which way is the north way and which way is the south way?
From where you're facing, the north way would be to the right.
Well, maybe we should go to the right.
Okay, so right. Good reasoning.
Or maybe you should ask Changebringer, because maybe Changebringer
can.
will give you like a wind.
I can.
Yeah, a little toot of destiny.
I'll cast. Well, I'll just flip a coin.
Flip a coin, flip a coin.
No, you know what? I'm going to do it the right way. She's with me now. I'll cast divination.
Okay.
Use those spell slots.
Oh yeah, maybe you shouldn't use it.
Ain't nothing but a
Tell me why. I wasn't a boy band.
What do you ask?
What do I ask?
We met in your backstory.
Oh, yeah. I used to work
Changebringer. Changebringer, if you can hear me, please guide us. I'm asking you. Guide our asses. Which is the best way to go to get to the tower without dying? Does this has to be a yes or no question or anything? Or?
Yes.
Shit.
No, truthful reply. Short phrase, cryptic rhyme.
Oh, okay.
I can be. Okay, so. You hear the wind pick up. You watch as some of the fog and mist kind of blows clear. And one of the major paths, one of the main roads that snakes to the right and along the northern edge that curves around the outer base of the central tower, for a moment, kind of blows clear and open before the fog wafts back in and closes it.
See that? Did you see that? A god just told us which way to go. Just give us direction.
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
That's the first time I've ever seen a god do anything for real.
Yeah, me too.
Now, are y'all believers now?
No, I know they exist.
Do you want me to get you coins so you can flip with me? We're flippers. That's what the Changebringer's followers are called. Flippers.
I don't like that.
Oh, wow, no.
No? Flip floppers?
No.
Yeah.
All right, Sonny D, you need to step the fuck up. You're getting shown up by the robot with the coin.
With the robot?
All right, I will lead this leg of the journey.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Okay.
No legs at all.
Okay.
This wheel of the journey.
I pull out my oil can.
Continuing along, probably not in the center of this path, since the road that was shown to you, while that is the proper direction, is definitely the wider road. You can follow it kind of through the alleys. You trek on for about 7-8 minutes, kind of watching, using that central main tower as your guiding point. You get closer and closer to it still. You can see there were once, kind of outcropping bridges, on like the third or so floor that stretched out to other structures. There's 2 of them that still stand, and others that have fallen since and just crumbled, leaving like 5 or 6 feet of an outward bridge that then just ends abruptly and suddenly. It is quite wide and kind of has this kind of step structure as it rises higher and higher. There also gets colder. The fog gets thicker. And you begin to see more and more of these ghostly figures, these echoed spirits of the fallen citizens of Molaesmyr. They become more and more dense the further to the center you go, along with these fissures in the ground, where the escaping miasma blends with the fog and leaves these tendrils of black like smoke that drift up into the air.
Are we close to the tower, like within striking distance of it? Or
You're probably about 100 or so, 150 feet from it.
I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians around us. Is that all right?
It's a big visual, right?
I think I can make them look how I want them to look.
They could look like spores.
Well, they look fey, I think, if I'm good, or demonic if I'm evil.
It's your flavor.
I don't know. This is GM's ruling.
I mean, you create these spectral entities to protect you. They can take on a form of your choosing, but it is still a spell effect, so it does come with a visual component.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. What sort of spirits do you conjure to protect you?
I conjure something that brings us security and strength. They all look like Frida.
The little teeny Fridas?
Tiny Fridas.
Yeah.
Oh, little chibi Fridas.
Like flying like Superman around us.
Wee Fridas.
I don't know how to respond.
Hey, welcome to
Just one doing the backstroke through there.
Yeah. If they get really close, they just give you a little kiss.
They're very
One of them
cute.
sticking out his little butt.
Oh, wow.
I
Frida, I
can't.
didn't know you were this caked up.
I can't blush, so I just button every button on the jacket and pull the hood out.
That rose gold is a little rosier.
It's like, hey, you're kind of heating up. You getting a fever?
Yeah.
You okay, buddy?
FCG, that's kind.
That's very, very cute.
With the arrival of this spiritual energy to protect you, you also notice that all of the walking ghosts, all of these haunted echoes that still wander these streets all at once stop.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, no,
They
you got
stopped
their
'cause-
attention.
No, they stop because they're scared of
Sure.
Frida.
Can I insight check the ghost before you say the scary thing?
Roll insight.
Thanks.
Hey,
24.
whoa.
24. You glance around you and you can see
You're fucked.
Before we start. I don't want to be surprised.
there are right now between 12 or 13 of them that you can make out of the mist that have all stopped and have all just turned to face your group.
Oh,
God.
Where's Pike?
Is he chill? Hey, fellow dead
here it
people.
comes.
How are you?
You kind of turn around and look at the rest of your friends and glance back and they're closer.
Oh, no, don't do the ghost.
no! Gooby Dooby! Everybody look out! Everybody look out at what? At the direction. Don't look away from.
Channel divinity. Turn undead.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
Nice.
So
panicked.
the radius on this is
30 feet.
30
I think.
feet?
Hold on, I don't know. I'm very nervous right now. I've never played D&D.
No.
Yeah.
as you all continue to spin and look around. Every time your eyes leave one of the spirits and returns. They're about 5 feet
No,
closer
no,
until they're
no.
just slowly closing on you.
No!
Till there's about 15 or so within 10 feet of you. And as they get closer, you can see the vacant sockets. You can see the stretched, elongated jaws that hang open. You can see the features, the fine elven bone structure that has been exaggerated into this horrible, gaunt, terrifying, long-anchored visage of despair and hunger. And describe to me how you channel divinity.
Oh, let's go. J.J. Abrams just lens flare. I think she curls in over his shoulders and like a little bit of light catches and it's just like a burst of light out in 30 feet in every direction.
What is the DC on this?
17.
17, alrighty. And this is charisma or constitution?
Oh, golly. You keep asking good questions and I've never had an answer for you.
That's okay.
Where is it?
I always do it the wrong way first.
Easier. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
I should have known that. It's a cleric.
Okay, there are 20 of them within the radius since they had kind of tensed up around you. So we'll do a count here. This is turn or destroy?
So anyone that is turned is destroyed if they're under CR1.
Correct. All right. They're under CR1.
Cool. So we about to destroy some. Please roll bad.
Is this gonna make sound? Just curious.
No, just a little lens flare.
Okay.
It just looks really good. It's cinematic.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
This all happens
Spirit Guardians
silently.
too.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
Road flare.
I think you all just hear Deanna hyperventilating in her head, in all of your heads, and then just.
I don't like it.
Drop that in there.
There are a lot of fucking
There's
ghosts.
a lot
you
of
guys.
them.
There was 20.
Well,
Sam went around, rang the fucking dinner bell.
Well, I want to protect us. It's Frida's fault. he's the one flying around us in circles.
Hey, we're not blaming
Frida,
them.
1, 2, 3,
They're
4,
great.
5, and 6.
This blast of bright, sun-like energy just suddenly rockets off in all directions from the center of Deanna outward, and you watch as these spirits, who are not destroyed, all of a sudden poof, get hit by it, and you watch as their spectral, kind of glowing blue exterior suddenly bursts into this bright, burning golden light, and they all scatter outward and vanish. All but 5 of them. And I'd like us to roll initiative.
Guys, join forces with the Mighty Nine and take on the terrifying Ukatoa. Pre-order this behemoth today. Expand your collection of Critical Role minis at whizkids.io/crminis or your local game store.
What the fuck? Look at the trees. This is a banger.
Look at those thorns. Those are real thorns. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Map you Mercer.
Thorns?
Let's go. Map Mercer.
Gorgeous.
Dang,
so
bro. What?
Okay.
You all who had been kind of back to back here, you were
You didn't have to go
swarmed by
this
them.
hard.
Always
What is
have
that
to.
plant? What is that tendrily plant?
Remember we played at our house and you just had like graph paper and
Yep.
Sharpie and shit?
Yeah, but we're here now.
I
Fuck
got
off.
The glow up
Step
is
it up.
crazy.
New friends here now.
Oh my god. What is that? What is that?
This is so.
Dropped that little blue dragon and we were like, ah! We got like coral and shit on this thing. What is that? Is it sponge? Coral?
Look at that bad boy in the back.
What is that? Oh, that's one of the gnarled trees?
I want to live in
Yeah.
there.
That's the tower.
Oh, it looks like.
It feels like not me being old shit.
Uh-huh.
What's he doing?
Like
That's what I want to live in that tree. And spread from the tower.
It does, right?
Everyone stay close to me.
That looks like a little
My
bit.
spirit guardians will protect us. At 15 feet.
We gotta find his laboratory first.
15-foot radius, is that correct?
Little ghosties.
God, dude, what the fuck?
Got your strawberries down there?
Because the fire rises.
Strawberries?
You just have little secret strawberries?
No, it's my chocolate cake.
Oh.
I have a little bit of a bite.
I've got
All right, so that one, when we get to its turn, we shall. But for the interim, initiatives 25 to 20.
Oh, initiative. I didn't fucking roll initiative.
Yep.
Oh, God. What? Penis.
Language.
All right, 25 to 20.
Oh no.
20 to 15.
15.
19.
Oh, 6Q.
All right, so we have CG.
What was it? FCG, Frida, Deanna?
Or
Deanna and then Frida.
Okay.
FCG, Deanna, Frida. Got it.
15 to 10.
12.
Okay. 10 to 5.
6.
8.
All right.
How are the clerics up first?
FCG,
this time?
Deanna, Frida, Imogen,
Never
Fern,
happens.
Chet. Yep.
The clerics are up first. That never happens.
Oh, wow.
It's because dead guys.
Yeah, we're
good at that,
we're
guys.
suited. This fight's gonna be quick with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
One
goes.
of us caused the problem and one is
right
fixing
there.
it.
This goes to be just outside the radius, and will be entering on its turn.
Oh wait, okay, 1, 2.
All right, so that is the spectral cloud of spinning spiritual Fridas that are all Superman flying around you. Top of this, FCG, you are up first.
Go. I am?
Yes, you are.
Holy bajoli. These things aren't very powerful, right?
There's no banking on that. They didn't turn.
They weren't destroyed. They were simply abjured.
Yeah, so that means they're above a challenge rating of 1.
Yes.
Wait, but they went away.
They're running away.
They didn't
but
get destroyed. If they got turned and they were low enough challenge rating, then they would have just been destroyed.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll conjure a spiritual weapon.
Okay. What spiritual weapon are you conjuring?
I would to match the tiny Fridas. I will conjure a tiny fresh cut grass, also flying around, sort of flying around with Frida in sort of like a Superman-y. Two Superman.
Superman and Lois?
Yeah, Superman and Lois. Can you read my mind? Exactly.
Where would you like them to show
How
up?
warm you were. Let's just attack the one, the big one up there on the platform.
Where they turn into a dragonfly.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And I will attack
Nice.
with it.
All right, go ahead and roll for an attack on
There
it.
were so many
16 plus
comic
7,
book
23.
guys.
That definitely hits.
1d8.
Lawnmower Man
That's
is
10.
meteor, man.
Okay, so that thing's gonna know we're here
Oh,
immediately.
God, that's
What's gonna be?
The stag is gonna know we're here immediately.
4
Well-
points of damage.
4 points of damage.
Of isn't it like radiant damage though?
It is radiant damage.
That's
Your
good.
gun will certainly make some noise.
No, I'm not going to.
I believe so.
Unless it comes.
So, your miniature FCG spins and drives itself into the center of this ghostly figure. As you see it now, as they're clarifying, they are normally dressed citizens of this space. As they kind of like come towards you, they're vacant, open sockets. They kind of reach in your direction, their limbs extending and stretching until this FCG hits it. And as it does, poof, this burst of radiant energy strikes out from the center of where it impacts. And as it kind of almost seems sucked inward for a moment, it reemerges. And as it does, into this terrifying ghostly visage. Does that finish your turn? You want to
Did it
stay
make
put?
noise, or is it all still silent?
It's all. This one, when it went out there, it made this kind of horrible, ghastly sound.
I still have an action, I believe.
You do.
I will use it to sympathetically bind to the party.
Okay.
I can do 4, so I'll do everybody but Chetney. Sorry.
Alrighty. So the rest.
my life.
Did you roll today?
We did take a long rest.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Alrighty. Finishing FCGs go.
Not like this.
Deanna, you're up with Frida on deck.
Okay.
No, we shouldn't.
Well, as a healer, it's like, first do no harm. And I take this, my staff, and I take my shield off of my back and shake it. And it like breaks into an axe, and I put it on the top and create a halberd. We're on part 2 now. Harm. Ha! And I'm gonna go up and swing on the one that FCG hit.
All right. So, moving this out of the way.
You know what?
You disengage from Frida, rush up to that one, and you can go ahead and take your swing at it if you'd like.
Spiritual weapons do force damage, by the way.
Force damage.
Not radiant.
Good to know.
Really?
Yes.
13 to
That's
hit.
okay. Same effect. So was that to hit?
13.
13 does hit.
Oh, cool.
They aren't trying to dodge. They're very slow-moving creatures, at least in reaction to your assault.
11 points.
11 points of damage. You got it.
And then let's summon a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And
Is
attack.
it a magical weapon?
It's made of
Is
magic.
my halberd magic?
Oh.
I don't know.
Which one is it? Man?
No, it's just normal. I think I wrote it down as normal.
Okay. So as your halberd swings through this ghost, it still strikes it, and you see its material kind of scatter for a moment, but it seems to be less affected by the corporeal weapon that you thrust through its body.
Fine. Magic. Spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Big ass Don Father Mace, let's go.
Same guy?
Same guy. Yep, and that's 20 to hit
20 to hit, definitely hits.
for 11 more points.
11 more points of damage, you got it. Giant Dawn Father Mace slams into the back of the ghost, and you watch as its somewhat incorporeal form kind of shatters into the mist for a second and reforms, but you can see it's flickering a little bit, like it's having a hard time.
Be dead. It's fine. That's it.
All right, that finishes your go. Frida, you're up.
That tree is about how high up?
Up here?
Yeah, this one here.
Right here? That's about 20 or so feet up.
And that's the closest one to me, right? I don't know how many feet of movement it takes to get to the base of that tree, but I'd like to
About
get
15 feet.
So there, and then I would climb 15 feet up.
Okay.
And I will hold my action until I see the stag.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Why?
Athletics or
Don't
acrobatics?
Why are you doing
invoke
that?
the
No,
stag.
it's because it's coming.
No.
I'm saying if it comes.
If you see the stag.
If I see the
That
stag, yeah.
helps.
I'm not going to.
Maybe it's
He
just 5
said if.
ghosts. Maybe
Yeah.
he built all of that for 5 ghosts.
Yeah. You don't need to bring out some crazy mini with 10 legs and baby arms and shit.
What,
don't
would
need
you
to
say,
do that.
athletics?
Yep.
16 plus 5, 21.
Not an issue. You clamber up the side of the tree and kind of get up into the upper branches, kind of pushing through the spores and hanging heavy like vines of red and purple flora materia, and glance over to keep an eye out. So you wanted
Can I
to look
see
for
it?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay, sure. Natural 20.
Oh!
Great.
It's too early.
So chill.
It's too
So
early.
chill.
It's too early.
I know.
Glancing around, you quickly kind of look at the landscape around you. You do not see that creature that you had seen when you walked into the city. You do see there are other spirits that are kind of like just wandering across. Now, from this height up, you can see some of the nearby streets. You don't have like a bird's eye view of the entire city, but like the nearby surrounding like 2 or so streets over, you can see other ghosts just kind of wandering through, some of them kind of fading in and fading out. You do see something in the very, very, very tall central tower. Something kind of shifts up there and moves through the shadows.
This tower?
Oh, it's taller than this. This is just one of the nearby
This is just a tower?
Yeah, the central one's probably about this tall.
Oh.
Okay.
And how far away are we from it?
You're about 200 feet from where you are now.
And inside of that, on the top, I see movement.
You see something shift in one of like kind of the open archways near the top of the tower.
In the big tower or this one right here?
The big tower,
big
way off.
tower. Okay.
I'll just
But you
convey
do not
that.
see the creature.
I'll convey that to you. I'll just say there's something in that tower watching.
All right.
Alrighty.
Do we just make a run for it? What do we? No, we got to.
Does that finish your turn?
Yeah, and I'll just hold the action if there's anything else.
Okay.
I don't want to make any noise, so I can't.
This entity here that's been struck by the 2 weapons, kind of like looks over towards you, and you can see the image of this. Looks like a young man with kind of shortish kind of messy, curly, red-orange hair. That little bit of color that you can barely see through the blue kind of ghostly apparition as it looks towards you. This kind of sunken youthfulness that's robbed from it. It reaches out, and I need you to go ahead and make a charisma saving throw for me.
Are you within the circle?
No. God, I ran away.
I said to stay close.
Go fuck yourself. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As it begins to try and reach into you, its arms kind of begin to pierce into your armor, and you immediately hold on to the thought of the protection of the Dawn Father, and as you do, a second kind of smaller burst from what you just released kind of radiates from the creature, pulls away and recoils. And it is going to shift and move around this
ginger
way.
bitch. Piss off,
So you do get an attack of opportunity against it as it shifts away.
Piss off, ghost. Does my... Yeah, it doesn't matter.
We all need a
It actually
cord.
is going to go ahead and instead
We all
fly
need a
up here.
cord.
Oh,
Dirty 20.
Piss off, ghost.
Piss off, ghost. Dirty 20 to hit for 8 points.
8 points. You got it.
Dice we're talking about.
Takes the hit and drifts up into the tree. As you're glancing around amongst the branches, you're looking over. You don't notice it yet, as it just kind of begins to appear just over your shoulder. We'll get to that later. The other ones are going to go ahead and swarm in and enter the radius. This one's going to go ahead and
This is the Spirit Guardian radius?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Get him, little
Oh,
Friedrichs.
no.
All right, so all three of them entering for the first time in their turn. They all make wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes, 15.
So that one, that is going to be a failure, and a failure. All three of them fail. So go ahead and roll 3d8 damage.
Nice. 5, 9, 17.
Nice.
17 points of damage to all of them. Great. So they both they enter the area and then are trying to push through this whirlwind of divine energy, kind of taking the form of tiny Friedrichs, whipping around the group. They get tattered a bit and push through and still come in to try and assault the central group here.
You've got one more ghosty that you didn't move, just so you know, Matt, on the other side of that tree.
Oh yeah,
If you wanted to.
And that is a radiant.
Okay,
That
calm
one's
down.
gonna chill. That one fails as well. They all take 17 points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Except for that one. Chetney, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Oh, okay. Wait, I got, things that help me out. No, it's just 0. Okay. Straight up! Charisma saving throw. Bam!
Straight up now.
2!
Oh,
God.
Okay.
Oh no.
The creature lurches forward, and you can see this like young teenage girl with these dark kind of circles where the eyes would be, kind of go and screech as she reaches forward, and you turn around to try and strike as she pours into your mouth.
Oh no.
And suddenly you see Chetney kind of shake for a second as his eyes go a glowing bright blue.
Oh no.
You are currently possessed.
No!
By a young teenage girl? Has he turned into an influencer? Oh my god.
300 yards.
Oh no!
FCG,
Catch me on the talk, y'all.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Me? I
Yes.
don't. But I'm a sweet boy. No cap.
And he keeps yelling, follow for follow. And I don't know what that means.
Let's see here. Saving throw. Why is okay? This is 13.
13? Is that your total charisma saving throw?
Oh,
As
come on.
this kind of older
do we break
looking
possessions?
elven figure lumbers forward towards you, and as it reaches a hand out, it seems to almost try and stick its hand over towards where the front of your
touch.
mouth would be.
Bad touch.
And you kind of hold the coin out in front instinctively, and it pulls away.
Oh.
It does not manage to possess
Oh.
you.
Cool. Okay.
Imogen, I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me,
Is
please.
this in a charmed or a frightened effect?
This technically would be. No, this is not a charm. This is a possession, which is different. So.
Oh, you know what? No, it doesn't.
That went so far. 17
I had advantage
plus
on that
10.
15 plus 10. As it tries to reach out to you, you close off your mind and your spirit. In doing so, it tries to reach for you, and then there's a flash of psychic energy, and it kind of seems to dissipate for a second before it reforms itself. No effect. Fern, charisma saving throw for me.
Come on, Fernie.
Oh, okay.
You're charismatic.
This isn't a spell. This isn't a magical effect or anything like that.
No, this is a
Just a
ghost
regular
thing.
old possession.
Just a regular old
Just some
possession.
bullshit. Okay. Here we go. All right. 21.
21. This final spirit angrily gets pushed back as it tries to enter your body.
I don't want it.
This little kind of pauper-looking elven boy that kind of reaches for you sadly, and then as you do that, pulls back and seems to get this horrible ghostly screech.
Berries and cream. No, I just picture him with a cute little. Lord Farquaad?
That's going to complete their turn.
Chat, what the fuck?
That brings us now to Imogen.
No!
All right. Well, that one that's in front of me, I want to get even with.
Help Chet. Help Chet.
Oh, I don't know how to help Chet.
I could if I had spiritually
I don't even
bonded
think
with
I
him.
saw. Oh no! Fuck.
Sorry, buddy.
Plus, my back was to it. I don't even think I saw that thing enter Chet yet. So, I'll the one that's standing in front of FCG and the one that's standing in front of me. I am going to reach my arms out and just whip my arms out as fast as I can. I'm gonna try to mind whip them.
Mine with the one that's right in front of you?
And the one in front. I'm doing it at 3rd level, so I can do it in
gotcha,
front of FCG as well.
All right, go for it. So go ahead and roll for each. Or the saving throw on that?
That's intelligence saving
Intelligence
throw.
on each, got it. That is an 11 and a 7, both fail.
Sweet. So that is 3d6 psychic damage.
Wow. What the fuck?
3
What are
ones.
the chances? What are the chances?
Oh, what?
3 ones.
Why?
So 3 points of damage, but wow. They both can't take a reaction until the end of their turn.
Okay.
And moreover, on their next turns, they must choose whether they move, take an action, or take a bonus action. They can only do one of the 3.
Good to know. 2 of those.
That's good.
And the ones near us are their speed is halved.
Indeed it is. Alrighty, that's great.
Great. So in that case, I will. I'm gonna move away from the one in front of me since it can't react.
All right, where are you moving?
And I'm gonna move out this way.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay, how many feet?
Actually, I can move past through both of them because they both can't hit me.
Correct.
So I'll come up. Is that just like a fountain or a pedestal thing
Yeah,
in the middle?
this is the pedestal in the center of the
Way down.
Oh well.
I don't know.
Is it solid?
You can't really tell from this point.
I'm gonna stand up on the edge of it
Okay,
and,
so-
and walk around the edge of it.
It takes about 10 feet of movement to get up onto it. As you stand up there, you can see it is like a dried fountain that a bunch of a structure is like fallen and crumbled into it. So now it's like filled with rubble. But it is like a rough terrain platform, but a platform.
Okay, then I'll come around like this side of it.
This side over here.
Yeah.
Still standing on it?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Higher ground.
All right, that finishes your go. Fern, you're up with Chetney.
All right, I'm gonna shoot out. Or no, I'm going to. I'm banthing out Mister, for one.
Okay, where are you putting him?
Bonus action. On my shoulder.
All right.
And then this is my son. And then I'm going to shoot out 3 scorching Marisha rays.
You got it.
Can I do my bonus action as well?
Sure.
Can I take my bonus action? I'm gonna try to, as I move back, I look up and I can see the ghosty that's next to Frida.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to telekinetically. I don't know if it's gonna work. Telekinetically shove.
Sure, it's a strength.
Yeah.
That's a failure. So you do. You mentally force it backwards, outward this way, and it is now a little further back in the tree, kind of pushing it through the tree. You see it and like vanish into and out the other side. All you see is her go up in your direction, and by the time you turn around, it's not there. Okay. So you're a little confused, but you assume there's probably something dangerous nearby. Sorry, Fern. Which ones are you targeting?
All right, so
One or ones?
2. Let's do 2 on the ground, and seeing Imogen do that.
These 2 here.
Up behind Frida. Yes, I'm gonna shoot one up there.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Yes, let's do that.
You got it.
16 for the first hit.
Okay, that hits.
28 for the second.
That hits.
And 20 for the third.
Dang.
That hits.
All right.
Callaway is on fire.
First hit is 9.
Okay.
4. And 8.
Nice.
Fantastic. So those go ahead and take the hits. As they get impacted by it, the blasts hit, but the flames don't have much to burn. So while they seem to react to it, it doesn't have as much of an impact as you would hope.
Oh shit.
Alrighty.
Fire? Like resistant fire?
So,
Does that finish
did
your
it
turn?
look like they took damage at all?
Well, they may have taken a little damage, but not as much as you
They're
would hope.
resistant to fire.
And then
I don't know about non-magical items.
I think so.
But that
yeah,
would
I'll
be
just
Because we're halberd.
because am I in close? What's a 1 right there?
There's one right in front of you, right?
Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay.
Alrighty. Chet.
Yeah.
You feel yourself recede within yourself, and you can sense your surroundings, but you have lost control of your body.
Suck the place, bitch. Let's go.
Kinda, yeah.
Get out.
In this instance, you feel your body spin around. And I need you to go ahead and make 2 strikes. With your-
Teenage girl.
Listen,
like
I don't know.
Need you to go. Yeah, go ahead and take your scythe and make 2 attacks on FCG for me.
Oh, that's FCG. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah. That's cocked. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And second strike.
It's a 15 to hit.
That misses.
All right, so go ahead and roll damage once.
I did not do my Crimson Red on
You
this
did not.
14 for the first one.
Well, just one hit.
That's just it.
Oh, that's right.
14 GI do thunder damage.
Thank you. What is it? It's a D8, right?
What if?
What if?
What
in that world?
That's true. That's true.
I think it's a D8. What D8 number damage? 3. So
it's an additional 3 points of thunder damage.
Does that make
17
a
total.
loud thundering noise?
It doesn't make a loud thundering noise. It makes a small thundering noise. A little.
So what is thunder damage?
17 points of damage to you total.
Wow.
And you just.
It's giving thunder.
I don't know what that means.
So as you're focused outward, like hoping the guardians are holding form, the ghosts kind of surrounding, suddenly you take one strike from the side, you turn around at Chetney, and you can see the eyes just glowing with this bright kind of blue spiritual energy that's just kind of snaking out of the top of his eyes.
What's gotten into you? Go on, say something.
Her name's Rebecca. She loves Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you keep saying
I don't
yes?
know. I was gonna say facts. True. I don't know. I don't know. Let me let go.
Say OMG.
FCG, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't get a chance to shake it off?
There's no saving throw.
There's no saving throw?
Okay.
Shit.
To possession? How do you get a possessee out?
I don't know. How do you do that?
You probably got
I feel like we should know this from previous campaigns, but I don't
Some
remember.
clerics have to do like a rest.
We don't have that. I don't have that prepared.
I do.
Oh, thank God. I prepared for
Worst
battle. I didn't
cleric.
prepare
The
for.
worst.
I am the worst cleric. We've never had
Well,
a
worst cleric. It's your turn.
I'm gonna walk a little bit towards the tree
Meat time.
to see if I can include Frida's creature in my. Is the tree 15 feet up?
He's about 20 feet up.
So I can't get it in there. Boy. What do I do? What do I do? What do I say?
Too much to do.
Oh man. What do these guys don't like? All right, I'm just gonna attack some things. I'll do Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Up at the one in the tree.
Go for it.
Lick it and pass it.
Since it is partially obscured by the tree, it does have half cover, so it does get an additional plus 2 its AC. So go ahead and roll.
Okay. Oh no, it's a dexterity save.
Oh, that's right. And so plus 2 to its dex save. Got it.
And I will do it, as a divine strike. I think I can do that.
Divine strike, no, that's your physical attack.
Oh, that has to be physical
Correct.
weapon? Okay.
It does fail its saving throw, though.
Okay, so 2d8 damage.
2d8 radiant damage to it.
8, 3, 11 points.
Okay. 11 points of damage to it. As you go ahead and release your bolt upward, it bursts into the side of the tree, kind of singeing some of the outside dangling bits of red and brown and gray hanging leaves and vines. And the spirit itself gets struck and begins to pull partway into the tree, but what's now visible outside is now glittering with divine energy.
Okay. And then as bonus action, my spiritual weapon did such shit damage. So I'm going to I feel like I'm a close friend to Frida at this point, since we've swapped spit.
I'd say so.
Lubricant.
Who's got spit?
Oil.
Yeah. Oil,
Frida, you
swept
got
oil.
The meat time secretes.
I will. I will give him. I'm going to give him the boon. What is it? Channel divinity. No, what is it? God damn it! Trusted companion. I'm going to give him a bonded blessing.
Bonded blessing.
Yes.
Alrighty.
So you have a D6 on any roll you want to use it on.
Once.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
You got it.
And that's it.
My love.
All right.
Thank you, my love.
Thank you, my love.
Finishing your turn, Deanna.
My love. Do you love
You're up.
Conversation for another time. Conversation for
Frida on deck.
That's so interesting. Okay, so I know last time I said I didn't keep any diamond dust, but I feel like the mom and Deanna would have kept like a little emergency snack pack of dust.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Little pixie stick.
Just like one little pixie stick for your kid.
Look, if you got spells prepared that use that you only realize now as a resource, that's
I
fine.
definitely have it. Do you want to just use mine?
No,
Always.
let me
You
have.
have shared it?
Let me have this.
For some people.
And I'm gonna Well, let me get one hit on. No, is the guy in front of me?
There is one person immediately to your right.
No. Then I'm gonna run. No, I'm making a beeline for Chet. I'm
Okay.
gonna go to Chetney.
Kind of heading up to the edge there, and Chetney is currently now scythe out, focused on where FCG ran away, and is like pulling the scythe back and about to rush after.
Sweet. And I want to grab Chet's face, and like in like a dual voice, I think Deanna is like yelling the like spell component for Greater Restoration, while like the Dawn Father yells at the like the ghost inside that says, "Get out!" And we'll cast a Greater Restoration.
Greater Restoration.
Gag me with the spoon.
Are you looking up teen slang?
Slang dictionary.
Do you
for
know
parents.
this? I will curb stomp you, little girl. Get out of my man,
With a C.
bitch.
As you gather that handful of diamond dust and kind of punch forward with it, kind of releasing it in the direction of Chetney as it suddenly brightens like an ignited flare. And as it hits and strikes Chetney's body, the
I say.
begins to scream for no sound. The mouth just opens and you watch the spirit pushed out behind Chetney.
He's rolling for how dumb you are.
Sweet.
Thank God. Don't
different.
don't possess him ever again, so we don't have to
different.
deal with that.
Incredible.
I got snatched. I'm so thirsty. YOLO. I just got yeeted.
Hey, fun fact.
Yeeted.
This is all just AAV, so I understand it perfectly. And then bonus action, spiritual weapon. Let's tag that bitch that was inside of Chetney.
Yassify.
Sure.
Residual.
You can keep attacking Chetney
possession.
if you want.
I do want to keep attacking Chetney.
So you're moving
You
it to
are
which
no
one?
longer possessed.
That's some good tea.
Yeah. No, he's just liking it now. Yeah, we're just gonna move it to the little girl ghost.
You got it.
Are you not also wearing a like juicy tracksuit?
Oh my God, that's
Don't
20
sleep
hits.
on these
Right.
dope threads.
For 11
Don't
points.
sleep on these dope. That's a good list.
All right.
It's like
As the mace strikes the spirit that just got knocked out of Chetney, you see the creature, the special entity kind of like turn around. You can see it's like flickering in the mist. It seems to be swirling through it. It's trying to find and maintain its anchor present, and it's starting to show some challenge in doing so.
Chet, you good?
I'm good. I'm a little salty. ONG.
I hate it. I hate it.
I hate it.
Finishing your turn, Frida, you're up.
Feeling lit. Low key. I'm gonna keep this open for the whole
You
game.
got me.
I will kill your character.
Go off, Mercer. Go off.
I'll race you.
You're on.
What?
Frida, what do you do?
I don't know. I see Imogen motion towards me, so I'll turn around and see that
You can
spirit.
you can see partway in the tree, struck by FCG's divine spell, this ghostly entity that's kind of half visible.
I will flip the coat aside, pull out a crossbow, and shoot as I fall back.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I use my big spell on you. I swear to God, if you get possessed, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
14.
14 does hit. Roll damage.
Okay, 1d8 plus 4. 10. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Great.
So I'll fall. I guess I am trying to land next to Imogen, but maybe that doesn't work out. I don't know.
I'll say the blast, if you're like releasing and letting it kind of push you back, you can kind of catch the edge. Make a acrobatics check to try and land that.
Let's go.
Come on.
Land cool.
14.
14. You catch it and prevent yourself from falling forward. You do still take, from not a perfect hit, 2 points of bludgeoning damage, just like as you kind of land a little incorrectly, but still catch yourself there. The rest of you here.
No. It was my crossbow.
Oh, it's a crossbow. Sorry, I misunderstood.
That's that.
Yeah. You hear that in another reality. Instead,
I can feel both.
crossbow goes free and kind of drifts through it. It doesn't do as much damage as you would have hoped as a corporeal weapon, but nevertheless, the creature does seem to, the ghost entity does seem to be affected by it somewhat and is now kind of zeroing in at your direction.
I'll just shoot another, because I have the 2 attacks,
You do?
so I'll just
Go
shoot
for it.
another crossbow at it.
Go for it.
I mean, I know it does nothing, but...
You did that.
8 plus 18.
18 hits?
Yeah, okay. 1d8 plus 4. I just have the 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage, all right. This one, you can see now, it's like moving its way through the tree towards you, clambering. The crossbow bolt actually goes through it and sticks into the tree, and you see it like tries to move forward and has to like tear itself free from where it was almost pinned to there. It's looking like it's having a hard time keeping itself present. Does that finish your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty, it is now their turn. Every single entity in this space here where FCG is, which is up to that height. No, it wouldn't get there from halfway. So it'd be that one, that one, that one. All but the one that's up there. Yep. Okay. That's a fail. That's a fail.
Okay.
That's a fail.
Nice.
So to that degree,
So just 3 of them?
that's 3 of them. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
3d8.
Fourth one fails again. All 4 hit.
Nice.
1, 4.
Fucking roll your dice.
11.
11 points of damage.
Alright.
It's a 1.
Yeah, he just drops.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Same thing.
I know, but I don't like it.
It's sus.
Can we have what if he fucks it up like this?
Okay,
and tries to-
Bowman.
No.
You cap it.
What if he does? Okay, I don't
Cap.
Almost. This was
What if he just? What if I don't even know?
The one. No, I think it would have been this one. The one that had pushed out of Chetney and was knocked backward suddenly is dissipated from the strike of your spiritual guardians.
Thank you, small Frida.
Thank you.
Bad bitch.
Thank you for killing that one.
The other one's looking a little worse for wear and having a tough time. They're still also having a hard time moving forward. This one's just going to keep striking towards you, Fern. This one's going to go ahead and move up to you, since you have not been targeted by.
But it can't be. It can't attack.
Correct.
He can only move there.
That's right. So it moves up, and that finishes its turn. This one also is going to go ahead
Good
and
luck,
move
Imogen.
here, and can't do anything. This one, which is unaffected by the spiritual guardian, is going to drift down, try and catch into this space here. It does enter the spiritual guardian's radius.
Hey.
Let's go.
And fails. So
Yes. Yay.
Same roll?
no, you go ahead and roll damage again for that
Okay.
one.
Yeah, makes sense.
All better.
Big money.
2. 6.
God, baffle your fucking dice.
11 again.
That one also is destroyed and dissipated by that.
Ghosted.
Ghosted.
Only one of them can take an action because of Imogen's last round.
Let's go.
This one's going to go ahead and use its horrifying visage.
Oh.
You watch as the one that's in front of you, Fern, suddenly extends its body, and you watch all of its features stretch in terrifying, nightmarish ways. Its jaw descends open wide, and you see almost like 6 or 7 tongues flash out of it. Its arms extend out, and everyone within a 60-foot radius, I need you
60
all
foot radius.
Yep, to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh boy.
That's all of you.
Do it for the squad.
God.
What kind of saving throw, sorry?
Wisdom.
Thank you. Advanced.
Is it? Wait, this is a frightened.
It is.
Come and knock on the door.
Oh wait.
Does this count as magic?
Still didn't roll well. 11.
11?
Oh yeah, does this
You
count
are
as
very
magic?
much right.
Magical
For my
effect?
little gnome shit.
No.
Spell
This
effect?
is this is just being genuinely scared of something. So.
Can I use my boom?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay, yes, because it's a 7 right now. 11.
You are also frightened.
Oh
Okay.
no!
So scared.
Go off, King.
11.
Wow, y'all.
Why did you wait for me to be here for this? This feels personal.
FCG?
14.
14. You managed to shake it off. Not so scared as the rest of your compatriots. Deanna.
19.
19. You're fine.
You.
15.
15. You're also fine. So 3 members of your troop suddenly go wide-eyed, realizing the true terror of what is emerging.
I'm scared. I'm
nearby.
scared.
That's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
No!
Imogen, your turn.
Okay, so if I'm scared, what can I do?
You
I
can't move
forget.
closer to it, and any of the rolls while you can see it that you make are at disadvantage.
Okay.
Or attacks.
All right. Then in that case, I will do something that does not take, and I can't attack it.
You can attack it. You just have disadvantage on anything that doesn't attack roll.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Then I'm gonna try.
It's like ChatGPT slang.
I'm gonna. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I
Fern,
am
you're on
going to. All right. I am going to.
All right.
All right. All right.
Several Russell Brands have entered
We've
the
got
chat.
2 of these buddies. Right?
There are 2 that you can
2
currently
buddies
see,
left?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use a sorcery point to twin my spell,
Alrighty.
and I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on both of them.
Alrighty.
So in their heads, they're going to get scared back.
Okay.
And
What's
that's a
wisdom?
wisdom saving throw for both of them.
Fail. 4 and an 8. They both fail.
Great. So that's
Rolling
3d6
terribly.
psychic damage. Yes. If I actually roll. I'm scared to roll. Okay, I'm just going to go like this. 3 plus 4. Okay. 7 points of psychic damage to each of them. That's pretty bad.
Both of them
We're supported.
kind of withdraw from the blast of psychic energy into their midst. You can see both of the ghosts themselves they're still tethered to their hungry nature, but they're also having a hard time staying ethereal within this plane.
They both have to immediately move as far away from me as they possibly can.
You got it. Both of them drift this direction, and this one that way. FCG and Frida, you both have attacks of opportunity if you'd like.
At disadvantage.
Oh, no, this is forced movement, right?
Yeah.
Does it say it moves them, or they must move?
The creature must immediately use its reaction, if available, and move as far as its speed allows. It's not a forced
It's
move.
not a forced movement. That would be attack of opportunity on each of you. So yeah, both of you can make an attack on them.
Do I get an attack of opportunity with a
If you
ranged
have a
weapon?
melee weapon, no.
If I have a melee weapon, I
Yeah,
can?
do you have one?
Yeah, I do. I have a scimitar.
Go ahead and you pull it out quickly and
Bam!
FCG.
Am I allowed to use Divine Strike on this? Probably not, right?
Yeah, it's still an attack.
Okay, I'll use the old handsaw.
Go for it.
13, 18 to hit,
18 hits.
plus a Divine Strike.
That's a D8.
D8, baby.
D8 of radiant damage to whatever you're doing here.
Okay.
See, so even though I only did 7 points of damage, really I'm doing whatever damage you're doing too.
Yeah,
right.
that counts. Attribution
12
so important.
points.
12 points.
Yeah.
As this one darts away from you, FCG, you carve out with your buzzsaw. And as you do, it scatters and vanishes into the mist.
Unleash the monster, FCG. Keep going.
Yeah.
19 to hit with the
That hits.
scimitar, and then 10 points damage.
10 points damage. Is it a magical weapon?
No,
No? So that's fine.
just the plain old scimitar.
All right, so you strike it with the scimitar and it scatters away. You can see it kind of beginning to try and reach out for the mists around it. It's looking like it's quite hurt as far as an undead spectral entity can be.
Cool.
Finish turn, Imogen?
Where's the spiritual guardian start?
Right here.
Okay, then yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right, Fern, you're up.
All right, well, to start,
Mister's real mad, so he's gonna shoot some flame seeds, even though I know fire doesn't do a lot, but that's what he can do.
Of Guardians.
So,
Move around.
Are we circling up?
14.
14?
Yeah.
Yep, that is.
Yeah, okay. So,
Good job, mister.
good job.
Chucks a flaming monkey turd at a ghost.
Fastball grip. It's all
Yeah.
clear.
Okay, 6 points of damage.
6 points of fire damage?
Fire damage.
Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna shoot out an ice knife.
Go for it. Is that a you're rolling to attack?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. You have disadvantage on this because you are frightened.
Okay.
Beans.
Okay. 23. Disadvantage.
23 disadvantage? Alright, that still hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
There's still the one that's right in front of you, by the way, too.
Oh, that's the one that I'm going for.
Okay. The ice knife does a radial damage, so you will hit yourself. Just so you know.
Oh, that's right. Okay, wait, hang on.
Are there two
I also
ghosts
feel
left
too
or
close.
one?
There's one over there and there's one
I don't
over
like
here.
that.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a little too close. You create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within a range.
You can move back and do it.
Stop.
What?
I hear you. That's funny, but not right now.
I'll take that as a
Okay.
I can't do that right now.
That's none of my fire. All right, I'm gonna back up. I'm really sorry, everybody.
Alright, you back out of the way.
And you.
This one does get a reaction on you. It's going to go ahead and make a withering touch towards you and strike out.
So clinical.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
No! Burned up!
Okay.
The fuck did you back up for?
I don't know. I'm making
to.
bad decisions.
17 points of necrotic damage
Okay.
as it suddenly thrusts its ghostly arm through your body as you move away from it.
I'll take half of it.
Oh.
You take half of it?
I'll take half of it.
Okay, so that's 8 points of damage that you take. Temporary hit points, and you take only 9.
Okay. All right. So I rolled.
Forgot hit 17
I got hit. I got hit.
Did you take half of it?
What came? Did something?
Matt told her to back away. She
And she
backed
did.
away, and
Said
so
she
she got
can.
hit.
Both an attack of opportunity.
All right. So I rolled
Or I'll do something
6
at some
points of
point.
damage for the ice knife.
6 points of damage?
Piercing damage.
All right.
Don't let me waste that spell slot. Get in here, motherfucker.
You watch as the ice knife explodes, like impacts and shoots outward in shards of angry ice. And it seems to almost form a frozen image of this ghost as the back of it vanishes and the ice cracks and crumbles to the ground.
All right. Are we affected by that at all?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Deanna technically was just out of the radius over here.
Phew, thank God.
The one that frightened
Just
us.
like a little snow cone,
Is
like-
that the one that died, or was it?
The one that frightened you just died.
Ooh.
Mango.
Alrighty. And so the fright wears off. And Fern, does that finish your turn?
I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared of it anymore.
That's great.
Yeah,
Own your
okay.
power, girl.
I am. I'm finding my personal power.
My God.
PP.
Does that finish your turn?
That's yeah, my turn.
Chetney, you're up.
Oh, here we go! Cavalry! Take 35 feet and I'll run towards the last remaining ghost up and over the log.
3, 4, 5, 6. What's your movement?
35.
35 gets you right next to
Oh,
it.
cool. Two swings, baby. 1. 21 to hit.
That hits. Go and roll damage.
Amazing. Oh, that's 2. Should have done my bonus action, Crimson Riot. What the fuck's the matter with me?
Only got like 5 hits.
11 points of slashing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yes! I'll reach up and say, no cap.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. You got it right.
Flex. Goated!
Every time you say something, it's just more damage for me. I'll take half.
You kill it.
killing it.
That's what you get.
You're killing it.
That's what you get.
Killed it. Nice.
It's done.
Slang answer, say less.
As is all semblance of any teenage. Bingo.
Yeah, the spectral anchors of the ghostly spirit finally leaves you in its entirety as you stand there. Arc just completed of your spinning scythe, the memory of Eshtaros also pushed through this ghostly entity as it scatters outward.
Oh shit, that's right.
That was the ghost of Eshtaros?
What?
No, I'm just saying the weapon you're holding.
Okay.
It's like, where did he come from?
He's also coming out going like,
You're supposed to block my camera, but
Is he one of the ghosts of Molaesmyr? How'd he get here?
I take 8 points a day.
there you go. At this point, you all kind of glance around, and most of the specters that haunted the center of this street have now scattered. The few that remained have been sent to the other side for good or for a period of time you know not. But you kind of glance around in the nearby monolith of a central tower. You still kind of can't help yourself but glancing up, and you see something kind of like moving. You see almost like a large wing type limb kind of like grasp out from one of the windows and kind of touch the side.
Type. Not like what we saw on the stag?
No.
As in like feathered wings or leathery wings?
You're too far to see at the moment. You're the only one that sees this right now. What are you doing?
No.
I will think, because I don't really know how this works yet, but I will think loudly. There's something very big crawling out of that big tower over there.
We should probably move then, because I bet we just made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hover.
Let's, try to find hiding. We should try to hide.
Hide? Aren't we going into it?
Sure, but move toward it stealthily. Don't let it know.
Is
that
that the
open
tower
runs?
we're going to?
No, it's about 200 feet.
But is that one, does that look like we
The
can
tower
get into that one?
the tower where you saw this thing crawling through is the tower in the center of the city.
The
It
one
is
that we're-
the massive multi level tower.
Gilded Hollow?
The Gilded Hollow is on the northwestern side of the tower.
Oh, that's a totally different place. I thought the big one was the Gilded Hollow.
No, the Guild Hollow tower that you know of is on the northwestern side. That's all you know about it. This tower that you've been going towards, or at least been using as a reference point, is just a central, massive
Avoid
in
that
the city.
tower.
I thought we were going to the big one.
Me too.
Counterpoint could be pretty awesome. In
No,
there.
I don't want to have to fight leathery wings and giant stag if we
Could
don't
be
need to.
feathery wings. Either way. Wings
Whatever.
are bad.
What if it just needs to be released? What if it could become like a friend, a mount, an ally?
Yeah.
What if what's his name?
Ukatoa?
What if he shows up while we're here?
Fern, could you make a concentration check for me, by the way?
What?
Concentrate. What?
This is from the damage you took in the battle when you were maintaining concentration on Pass That a Trace. It's a Constitution saving throw.
Probably
It's a 1.
21.
It's a 1. I'm just a normal.
So Pass That a Trace vanishes. The deepened shadows that had kept you hidden to this point dissipate as you see some shape begin to move its way outside of the tallest tower in the center.
Making my way, I start making my way into that tower there.
Let's go hide in the tower. Let's go hide in the tower.
All right, I'd like you all to make stealth checks for me.
Can you cast Pass Without a Trace again? Or is that a waste of a spell?
No, I could do it.
Are you going to do it? It's okay if you don't.
Let me see where we're at. If I have another, if I can do it again.
I'm like scared of all my
Yep, I have another one. Let's do it. I have another second.
All right, so immediately re-up Pass That a Trace. Evan gets to add 10.
so scared. You're perfect. You're perfect.
All right, from across the way here.
39. 39.
39.
Holy shit. 25.
25.
16 thanks to her.
23.
33.
22.
Alrighty. You all dart inside the base of this cracked spire that sits off to the side of where you encountered these ghosts. You kind of push through the mists and the fog, and there's these hanging vines that seem to tangle like a net in front of the entryway, and you kind of like pull through quickly and carefully enter the shadow behind. You hear the
Do any of us get a good look at what?
Make a perception check.
Yeah,
I'm going to make a
Habib, what
perception
do?
check.
In the time that it moves, can I take out my last Scrath poison vial
Yeah, if you want
And I want to pour it all over the length of the. Well, actually, does anybody have like a blade they want some poison damage added to?
I hold my halberd out.
Is that it's a club, right?
Thanks.
Alrighty.
Waggle.
You got it.
21 on perception over here.
Perception.
27 on perception.
27 on perception.
He's not the only. Did anybody get guided?
Nope.
Guided.
Did you do it yet?
Anybody.
29.
29. All right. Both Frida and Deanna, you've been trained as a unit of, an absolute unit, hunting in the outskirts of the flat-capped Alps, and you both kind of shift immediately to zero in on the sound that you hear in the sky, knowing to avoid predators of that sort of sound and size. You see something winged disengage from the top of the tower and kind of swoop down through the source of the sound before picking back up again. These wings are wide. You gather the wingspan is somewhere around 35, 40 feet wide from tip to tip. Thin wings, just long, very kind of pterodactyl-esque, if we're going to take a quick image on this. Leathery, but they have these long streaks, like streamers, that seem to like drift behind, whether they be long roots that have taken hold and kind of string behind it, and these kind of dangling ribbon-like aesthetic, that kind of
tails,
kind of number of them from different parts of the wings. You can see taloned legs that kind of claw from beneath, multitudes of them. The 27 and 29, you do not see a head. You just see kind of the shoulders where the wings emerge, and the taloned legs. You can see, like, at quick glance, 3 of them that are curled up. With the bit of shadow that's there, and just kind of takes
so
off.
freaked out and this fucking slaps.
Stephen King shit.
How's it fly without a brain?
Maybe its brain is in its talons.
Wait, you said
Lots
there's
of
no
things
head?
have no head.
There's no head.
Lots of things have multiple
It's
sort
like a
of brains in
starfish.
them.
I'm going to use an action to restore one of my 3rd level spells using my Pearl of Power.
You've got it.
How's everyone doing? Is anyone really hurt?
I'm a little hurt, but I can.
I got it.
No, I got it.
That's
it.
okay.
I'll cast Cure Wounds.
I mean,
how much? How much you need?
I'm down 25.
Did we take cover
Okay.
in the bottom of this tower among
You
the
did.
foliage and stuff? Can we peek in through the doorways or anything and see inside?
Yeah,
Is there-
dangerous.
I mean, you kind of moved inside through the nearby entryway to keep out from being within the central daylight of this open space, and so you take a moment to kind of have your eyes adjust to the interior shadow. Make a perception check.
I'm going to keep just mindful if it's coming back around or if it's
You
gone
got it.
away or what its pattern is.
16.
16.
Plus 5. You get everything back with a 3rd level.
That's great.
3 charges. on
There
stuff.
is a set of stairs that curls up to the next floor of this tower. Within the base here, there is furniture. There is a desk, and there are some shelves, though the shelves have been completely emptied. In fact, at a quick glance, you can tell this room has been heavily looted. But aside from the signs of the shelves pulled out and emptied, there are old tapestries that hang on braided cords. There's a semblance of the lost beauty in this space, but through all the various smooth stones, you can see the heavy cracks and the roots that have since pushed through and kind of spider-webbed out across the walls in different directions. The ceiling itself, you can see there's a cluster of roots that kind of join and pierce through, like something has taken root and is growing on the floor above you. That's what you make out of the space around you.
What do we see anything on the tapestries? What are they?
The one that you see here, the symbol is of a white tree that kind of corkscrews upward and extends its branches. And then beneath its roots, you see a similar kind of corkscrew that leads to a glowing, it looks like a sun, but it's white and it's subterranean.
Is that at all like the white tree that's in like Uthadurn's insignia?
It is.
Nice.
Hey.
Let's go.
I like it.
We should keep moving.
Should we just like look? I know it's been looted for like stuff that's expensive, but we're here to find information too. Should we at least look around and do a quick little investigation?
And if we wanted to, maybe Frida could take the stairs up and just get a good vantage point. The highest will be. Oh, so fast!
You dart up into this second floor. You can see this is only a 3-story tower. This central period is the largest of the antechambers. It's a tall, open, kind of domed space, and there is a continuation of the spiral staircase to the upper floor. The open central period, you can see.
There's music playing like this. We're all gonna die.
Yeah. There are small windows in the sides where kind of beams of faint exterior light peek inward. But the middle of this chamber is completely ruled by an interior tree that has taken root. Its roots have stretched across the entirety of the floor and have reached up a few feet onto all the different walls. Its branches have grasped the upper part of this chamber, and you can see parts of it that are pushing through and dangling on the top floor. As the tree twists upward, you can see the stretching of an arm grasping the side and a screaming face that stretches upward before the canopy flowers outward and grasps the ceiling. As you kind of step up there and look up and recognize it, you swear you see a part of it kind of
Is it aware of me?
You're uncertain.
Can I track through those windows? Do I see the bird? Or the thing?
The windows are about 10 feet up. You can continue upward to the very top, where you have a better vantage point.
Can you repeat that?
If you want to continue up to the top, you'll have a better vantage point, but...
I will do so as slowly and quietly as possible.
Are you trying to avoid the masses of extended tree branch and flora that has grown in this space?
Why, absolutely.
I would like you to make an acrobatics check for me to carefully avoid them.
Good idea. The bad birch.
6 plus 4 is 10.
10.
Acrobatics, right? Yeah.
Okay.
What?
You step up the stairs carefully, stepping over and beneath some of these extended boughs that push up against the walls. You eventually come to a point where it's very knotted and tangled before you get to the top floor, and you gently push it apart and begin to push through before you feel it kind of close on you slightly. And as you kind of begin to panic a bit to pull free, thorns begin to push into you, with slow but intense purpose, and you feel them begin to pierce into your armor. You take 4 points of piercing damage before you eventually pull free from it. And as you kind of reach out, you can just see down the staircase you just left, the tree kind of turn just to address the direction of where it felt you briefly. You clamber past the top of the boughs, and you now reach kind of the stone floor of this upper area of the tower. The archway's open, and you now have a pretty decent view of the surrounding area. Using the shadow and kind of darting from edge to edge of these pillars that holds up the top part, you can glance out and see the various streets around you. Make a perception check for me.
18, I believe. 18.
18. From this vantage point, you can see all number of other large buildings. You can see massive gathering halls that are partially collapsed, and a massive tree that bursts forth and is spreading outward 100 or so feet up in the air almost. You can see other areas of the city where there is a massive bazaar-like shopping marketplace. And in that space, there are a number of trees that emerge, as well as looks like rocky spires that seem to have been thrust up from the ground. That is odd compared to the rest of this topography. The central tower, the massive monolith that kind of looms over the center of this city, where this creature went ahead and emerged from. You can see the broken bridges, you can see the exterior kind of spiral staircases that descend it, and some that come to an abrupt end as they've fallen with time or erosion. But this definitely feels like the center of the city. Make a history check for me.
I know nothing, Johnson.
Come on, bro.
You got this, you got this. You got deep memory banks.
Let's go. Deep banks?
Not today, that's a 7.
That's a 7. You have no idea what the hell this is.
No idea.
But you can still see the ivory and marbled color that peeks through the kind of stranglehold of the various brambles and vines that encircle it as it rises up before they eventually give way to the polished peak that still kind of sits above. You do not see a sign of that flying creature.
I don't know. I forget how this works, but I'll think imaging. Imogen,
Yeah, all of us can hear you now.
Hi.
Yeah,
everyone
hi,
can.
hi.
There's
Yeah.
no
Right.
DMs here.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't touch any of the vine work, or it's sentient. It's sentient.
So okay, that's what we do.
Vegetation?
Yeah.
All right.
Something happened? Why?
The face trees
Why is it-
actually.
It looked at me
Oh,
or in
great.
my
It
direction.
looked at you.
Sort of. Yes.
Do you see the winged pterodactyl thing?
No sign of the
What did you
weird
say?
pterodactyl thing.
We should keep going.
Should I talk to the tree?
Can you talk to the tree?
I can.
You
I'm
can?
running pretty low on.
Then maybe don't. We know where we're going.
Not everything you
Save
talk
it. Save
to.
it. I'll save it. I'll save it.
Something
Maybe-
good to say.
Maybe you guys.
What? Maybe what?
Oh, what were you saying?
No. Go ahead.
Maybe you. How far down from the top are we?
From the top of...
From where I'm at to the bottom of to the.
Oh, to the very bottom, about 35, 40 feet.
Cool. Maybe.
You also, with the 18 you did see,
Yes.
on glancing in the northwestern direction, you can see towards the outskirts of the thick elements, the Savalier wood forest, where the city ends and the truly dense forest begins. You can see what looks like a somewhat blue silvered tower that leans at an angle, like it had begun to fall and was caught by the surrounding trees that have since kind of grown over to be clutching it at different angles. And you can see a base around the layers of its rising structure, though at odd, somewhat cracked angles, a glittering gold accent that catches the midday light.
I think I found the Gilded Hall.
How far away?
200 feet, 300 feet?
Oh, this tower is a bit further. This tower is, you're towards the center of the city. This is on the far northwestern edge.
Half mile?
All right.
I'd say about a half mile from where you're currently standing to a little over half a mile.
No winged creature.
Not that I can see, but I think it might be beneficial for you all to move while I have the high ground here. Yes.
How will you join us?
I have a rope and I can shimmy down the side of this tower. Or
Cool.
go down afterwards.
Let's do it. I like it. He's so brave. What a catch.
Just let us know if you see something coming down or
If
what.
something's coming down on you, I will shoot it from here and draw its attention.
Oh God, Frida. All right.
Yeah, but when will you come down and join us?
When you guys are safe. I have the benefit of knowing when it's the best move for me to move.
You can move like 100 feet, then you can join us.
Okay.
How far does this telepathic talking last? Well,
It lasts for like 8
no,
hours.
but I mean, it says. Yeah. Can it just last as far as we get from each other? It says range is 30 feet, but that's just for casting.
Just for casting it.
I think it
It's
lasts.
It's just a psychic link.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Lasts for 1
And-
hour.
oh yeah, over any distance.
Oh, 1 hour.
For 1 hour, which means you have just a short time left for it to
Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
like 15 minutes.
Okay, well then let's go now.
You can get a mile in 15
Yeah, we can get
minutes.
a mile in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Moving.
It's a mile?
It's half a mile.
Great.
But if you're going stealthily, you move at half speed too.
Yeah, so we can get half a mile in 15 minutes. That's great.
More or less. We'll find out.
Let's go.
You're getting to the
Like
wire. All right, so you're staying at the top of the tower?
That would be antithetical to my purpose, which is to protect you. So, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
getting
just
nervous
go.
too.
No, it's okay.
Maybe I'll stay halfway between?
No. I especially want you two safe. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I'll keep an eye on you. It'll be fine.
Who's gonna keep an eye on me?
Me. From here.
If only I had a bonded blessing.
In retrospect, that was a mistake.
Tick-tock, time is of the
All right,
essence.
let's go. Let's roll out.
As Frida remains perched in the deep shadows at the peak of this smaller tower, eyes on the horizon for the massive flying mystery beast that has been alerted to some possible prey in the vicinity, the rest of you gather your nerves and begin to trek towards the goal of the Guild Hollow Tower, halfway across this corrupted city before you. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We're back here in just a few minutes and see how the rest of this journey goes. We'll see you all here in a few minutes.
players, Laura Bailey here to guide you through what's new in the Critical Role shop. Aw, they're so many. Style should never be a dumpster, darling. Can you put donuts in this? Only one way to find out. It's the little things in life. I mean, the traveler always says impulse purchases are a good decision. Look at this. Isn't it fashion? So much fashion happening here. You're only like 5 clicks away from owning this. Maybe more if you have a lot of windows open on your browser. I don't know your life. And hey, if you want, you could head over to the Critical Role shop right now.
We're the narrators of Midst.
What's Midst? It's very simple. It's a weird, surrealist, fourth-wall-breaking, reality-bending science fantasy space western about a small doomed planet floating in a cosmic ocean of spooky darkness.
Upon whose alien landscape an ensemble cast of characters, including a crotchety outlaw, a freakishly virtuous cultist, and a weird, diabolical bastard, make awful decisions and fight like hell to survive when the moon falls out of the sky and a large number of terrible things happen in rapid succession.
It's exciting, it's funny, it's scary. It's got neat sound, weird music, amazing visuals, and every episode comes with bonus content you can read and examine.
Midst is performed solely by yours truly, as the three of us narrate all the action, play all of the characters, and bend a lot of the rules about how telling stories is normally supposed to work.
Midst is pretty fun, very strange, and it feels like VR for your brain.
We believe you'll enjoy it, or maybe you won't, but there's really only one way to find out. You're gonna have to listen to Midst.
We now return to Taldore Theatre and the Bard College of Tragedy.
I stabbeth thee!
Oh, I am stabbed!
Any last words?
Oh, most cruel treachery! But there is poetry in misery. Fate inspires in as it twists the knife and severs the golden threads that brought me to this tragic end. Thus die I, alone. Thus. Inspired, my gaze turns to the heavens, and your sorrowful fate is mine to alter. Shall your pleas be heard beyond the gates divine?
Alas, my charisma saves are for naught. Too plagued with regret to beg for relief. God abandons his child in life and death. Oh.
I stab you again!
Oh, that's two. Out, brief candle. This walking shadow spins its tale of hubris to the ears of arrogance. My fate is tragic, but yours, O foe, is worse. A fatal downfall waits for you so vile and filled with devilry that my dying words cannot encompass it. Tragedy awaits thee, who struck me down. Weapon attacks now score critical hits against you on an 18 through 20.
Ah!
An impending misfortune beckons me. Triumph and time grow short. Though I falter, short rest is all I need. Oh, wilt thou give it me? Alas, my nimbus of pathos complete. A plague on both your houses! A horse! My twitchdom for a horse!
already!
Goosh! Goosh! Goosh!
The rest is silence.
Turn misery into powerful poetry. Enroll in the Bard College of Tragedy with Tal'Dorei campaign setting Reborn. Available now at Critical Role shops.
We now go live to a special address from the President.
Hey, dweebs! Now as your president, I've been kind of killing it lately. I gave global warming an atomic wedgie, I balanced the budget by selling my paw collection, and I saved the Queen of England from that octopus. But my kick-assery is far from done. According to this chart that I made, an estimated 35% of you are still a bunch of nasty goobers. But don't worry, I have a plan. Operation Gag Me with a Spoon. It's easy sleazy. According to this study that I wrote, if every citizen subscribed to Critical Role on Twitch, we could reduce maximum goobage by a metric buttload. Twitch is the only place where you'll get a live and moderated chat. And if you subscribe to Critical Role, you instantly get access to all their shows as soon as the live broadcast ends. So, while you're oogling these Critical Role dorks with their sick goof-em-ups and their nutty voices, think of me, Gale, the current president of whatever. Now I gotta go make a fresh batch of spitballs, but I guess I have some time for your boring questions. You!
Gale, is it true that if you subscribe to Critical Role through Prime Gaming, you have to resubscribe every month?
Yeah. I do it right after my monthly prank call to pee on O'Brien. Next question.
Does Critical Role have exclusive emotes for their subscribers?
Doy? Of course they do. I like the Hello Bees one because bees are cool. I replaced my whole security detail with a bunch of bees that think I'm their queen. Last question.
Yeah, with all due respect, is Operation Gag Me with a Spoon a real policy, or are you mad goofing?
Am I mad goofing? What, do you see me scarfing milk duds while doodling ding-dongs on the Sky Mall catalog? Listen, I know I'm new to this, and I admit that when I made the wish to be the boss of everything, I did not know the witch that works at Woolworths was listening. But Faustian bargain or not, I am the president now, and I have an obligation to lead this country. So to answer your question, no, I am not mad goofing. Security, take him out! Later, Chudruckers!
and welcome back. So, as we left off, the troop that is moving forward in the direction of the Guild Hollow Tower. I need you all to make stealth checks as you approach the city.
Do we have pass without
We do.
Pass without a trace.
Oh, okay, good.
Woo!
I wish that was cocked.
It's okay. It's okay.
Alrighty, so.
38.
What?
30.
Woo!
Oh, wait, no, I have to roll.
26.
That was a natural 20.
Oh.
Still 30.
Oh.
What did I roll again? Oh, 25. Sorry.
17.
It's not still not terrible.
No, that's not bad.
No,
That's
it's not
really
terrible.
good.
It's not terrible.
The black shirt is
Did you go?
You picked a different sound. You got a party mouth.
Deliverance, baby.
FCG, are you leading the troop?
I
Continue
am.
All right.
By the power of the Changebringer, praise be to her and all of her flipping.
Get flipped, y'all.
Get flipped.
Flipping good.
Very well. Go ahead and make a survival check for me to traverse
Guide
the
yourself.
dangers of this along
Guide
the way.
yourself.
Guidance natural 1.
Wow. Well, guess we know how this is
Can
going
I
to go.
lead the way
Wow.
eventually?
The Changebringer has a plan.
I'm just saying, Laudna and I used to make our way through back streets all the time because people would be chasing us. So
Why would people
I might-
chase you?
I hope she's okay.
because
They want
Laudna, I'll tell you.
What if I die here and then I never learn why?
Laudna's beautifully scary.
Don't worry, it's happened before.
Guys,
You're a pro.
focus. The Changebringer wants us to go this way.
And it's about that moment.
No! Resist.
FCG, as you point forward and hit a slight bump, and as you careen over this sudden incline, your wheel sinks into one of these open cracks in the ground that you had not seen around the corner from where you are. As you kind of stumble into this somewhat open crevasse in the ground, you begin to fall about 10, 15 feet within, kind of tink, banging around before wedging inside. The rest of you watch FCG vanish within as the black miasma pours forth from within. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws for me, please.
Oh, me too?
Yes, and you have disadvantage.
Oh,
Everyone except for you, Fried, since you are not currently.
Can I see it happening?
You're keeping an eye, and you watch FCG just kind of vanish. And it's
What's going on? What is going on?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You are fine.
16.
You are fine.
Dirty 10.
Dirty 10. You feel the miasma tear through your physical body, and while you are not made of flesh, this is not a natural disease that begins to course through your form. You reduce your maximum hit points by 5.
Is this a disease?
It is not a disease, it is a corruption. I misused the term, my apologies.
No, it's all fine.
17.
17, you resist it, and
Natural 20 for a 27.
sure enough, the rest of you dodge out of the way just in time as the entryway to this subterranean crack kind of releases this burst of black miasma until eventually you begin to clamber your way outward, but a little worse for wear as you take 5 damage and your maximum hit points are reduced by 5.
But that's it, I'm free?
Mm-hmm.
You all right? You all right?
I think so. Just hurt a little. Wasn't that
You
bad?
should probably not fall into those cracks anymore.
Yeah. I was so focused on protecting you all that I didn't take care of myself.
Oh no.
FCG, how are you?
Does it exhaust
How are you
if
feeling?
If you get
Oh.
affected, is that not?
Let me look.
That was the heavy miasma before. For these
Got
points
it.
here,
I'm
it's
not
just
feeling
the
very well.
Use your mood board. How close to you are you to the red light district?
Oh. The what?
I'm like
Oh.
I'm like
So,
here.
FCG is kind of like Bruce Banner, and when shit starts to go a little south for him, there is a kettle boiling over effect that we want to try to avoid.
You should probably
Bruce Banner is a known murderer
Yeah, I
from
know
the
about
Age of
that.
Arcana.
Not such as me.
Okay.
I can't hear.
Oh,
I know nothing.
Then
If
it's
it's
still
something we can do.
Do
you want a moment to
even
try
know?
it out?
the non-mapped area.
I mean, yes, it would help me. It would help me if we took about an hour and I just sort of talked through some stuff, but I don't think we have
We don't
that, so
have
we
that
gotta
time.
keep going. We gotta
Want to do a
keep
little walk and talk?
We gotta keep to, yeah, we'll just keep going.
Okay.
Does the elf want to take the lead?
All right, I'll take the. I'll take that.
Get it.
It wouldn't hurt,
All right, I'm gonna.
but it wouldn't help.
Well, I'm not gonna waste a fucking spell.
Sometimes we get big. We're walking and talking. Sometimes we have big emotions. Now, what do we do with our big emotions?
What do we do?
We don't kill
We
people.
cut them into other people. Oh, no, we don't do
We don't do
exactly
that.
what Deanna
What are
said.
some good ways to sort of vent?
I'm gonna-
You count to 10.
Count to 10.
If it doesn't work, you count again.
Okay. Breathe. Well, I can't breathe.
Okay.
Don't breathe.
We have a happy place that we go to.
glass
Where's your
of
happy
milk.
place? I know
Red
it's got
shower.
Frida in it.
It does have Frida.
Should we be keeping an eye out?
Frida's my happy place too.
I got you. I'm up there.
But a different way, and not in
Do you want me
a.
to choose a different happy place?
It depends on the parameters of that spell. I'm not sure.
Actually, yeah, the parameters say that you can hear us as we're talking,
So
so,
this
you
is
can
all,
hear it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I'm thinking out to you guys. Why aren't you moving?
We are.
We're walking and talking.
We're walking and talking.
Come on.
Should one of us be leading after he fell in, or does that count for?
Friend's leading, yeah.
What do we?
Oh wait, she's exhausted.
I'm leading.
So maybe
I'm leading.
No, no,
I don't want to do.
We're
I'm
talking.
leading.
I'm just telling you a bunch
You're
of
still gonna lead?
fun facts about
We're
Frida.
gonna die.
Okay.
This is how it happens.
It's Frida's favorite.
Who's leading this
I'm
next
leading.
Imogen's leading.
All right, roll survival check for me if you don't mind.
Guidance.
Frida loves polka music.
Frida loves a little oompa.
I didn't know that about you, Frida.
Yes, I love polka music.
21.
21.
Yes, anding.
Guiding your troop now through a safer pathway between the various crumbled buildings and tangled walkways, you keep an eye on the distant tower that you believe to be your destination, moving closer and closer, just as your means of communication, you sense, on the verge of fading, the enchantment that you had placed across your group, beginning to reach the end of its time.
Frida, we're not gonna be able to talk to you very much longer, so we need you to get back to us now.
I'm just waiting for you guys to get about at least halfway there, and then I'll come down.
You also, from this point, can see a dark shape.
It's back, guys, and it's
We hide.
it's coming this way.
We hide. Take cover.
You guys all kind of like dart off to the side into the shadows. You watch as it returns to the central tower. You get a view of it kind of returning, and you see kind of where the large muscular arms that go into the elongated leathery wings meet in that torso region. Where the head is missing, there is a singular, like, bright purple eye that is just set within its torso. And you see this what looks to be a faint point of light, almost like where people would sit, kind of just like, kind of darts around like it's scanning the ground beneath as it goes. It latches onto the side of the main tower. One of its claws, you see it's carrying something limp within its grasp. And it just immediately clambers and climbs back into the space where it emerged and vanishes from sight.
Okay. I think it went out hunting and it found some food, and it should be occupied for a little bit. I'm gonna make my way towards you guys.
Do you see the stag from where you are?
I do not see the stag from where I am.
Make a perception check.
Okay. 26.
26. Glancing from this height, you see a shape that could be the stag that's further east of where you currently are, back in the direction of where you first entered the city.
Okay.
It's moved from where you first saw it, but it is a little ways off.
Okay. Okay, I don't want to draw any attention. I'm going to go back down the way I came.
Okay.
And start making my way towards them.
All right. Stealthily?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. It's a slower advance, but go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Tap dance, you coward.
Just scream and rappel down.
It's a 13.
13?
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Did you
Stealth?
guys say what it is though?
It's a natural one.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
Yeah.
That's so. You got such good stealth though.
That stealth is
You're-
bonkers, bro. Holy shit.
But it is a natural one.
So, you descend back into the streets just as the light of the afternoon sun begins to shift slightly towards the beginnings of sunset. You dart from shadow. You dart from shadow to shadow, moving away from the dangers of this flying creature that seems to be, at the moment, enjoying whatever it dragged back to its abode. You get about halfway towards the Guild Hollow Tower to meet up with your friends. Before you clamber onto one of the nearby rooftops that seems to attach to a bridge that leads over a dangerously fallen section of the road. You mark this as to be a relatively safe route as opposed to having to wind between these dangerous spaces, especially with the occasionally drifting spiritual hauntings that still wander between these structures. And it's as you cross this bridge that the bridge itself collapses beneath your feet. You try and dart across as fast as you can, but it crumbles faster than you can keep up with. And you tumble with it. You don't take any damage as it just falls beneath you, and it's more like riding a rock slide. And the 15, 20 feet before it hits, you'll be bruised, or you would be bruised if you were a creature that could bruise, I guess. But you feel a bit knocked around from it. You stop, and the cloud of like stone dust that kind of rises around you eventually settles. But it's not that. It's the horrible clattering noise of crumbling stone and the collapse of a bridge that worries you more. And the rest of you hear this echo a ways back from where you were as you're awaiting the arrival of Frida. And it's that moment you hear a loud howl.
Jen, is that you?
Multiple howls and calls. What do you do?
Frida, how fast can you get out?
Can you still hear us, or are we?
Was that you? Was that you? Was that big boom you?
This
Frida?
is the last moment before it leaves. You get one phrase.
One phrase?
That's it. That's what you got.
That's the one.
Frida, one phrase?
I hear them. How far away does it sound?
Closer than you're expecting. Probably a few streets away. And you can hear the barks and snarls of multiple beasts. And they're approaching quickly.
Now I'm 20 feet down from this bridge, so what's the clearest path from where I'm at? What's the clearest path to the rest of the group?
Alleys and streets that you had a decent view on, but since you've tumbled into this place and you're moving with expediency, you're just going to have to try and make the best path you can as you go.
I think we're in a dead run. Yeah, make a dead run.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah, I sprint towards...
Or wait, you gotta run to us.
Sprint towards
They
them.
gotta run to us.
Yeah.
All right, so the rest of you just go darting in the direction of the Guild Hollow Tower. You continue to charge in that direction. As you do into the sprint, occasionally stumble a bit off a piece of rock, but keep going. You hear it getting louder and louder.
I'm gonna kind of linger back a little bit, just looking back at Frida.
Can we see Frida like running towards us?
You don't have visual at the moment. You're about maybe 300 feet from the base of the tower, and you can either wait, go back, or head towards the tower.
How far away from the base of the tower?
About 200-300 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna stick my thumbs into my hips. I'm gonna rip off Chetney's legs and these big wolf legs come out, but just upper Chet is still running.
What?
So, wolf legs, upper Chet's booking it.
You're running towards the wolves?
Yeah, I'm running towards where Frida is. Yeah.
You really are stretching the credulity of how into this is.
Okay. What? And do we know how far away Frida is from us? From like how far away the old tower was, just generally?
You gather Frida's probably a few minutes of running from where you are.
Which is like
minutes. A few minutes of running.
That's more than 100 yards. That's like
Actually, a full sprint, I'd say about like a minute away.
Because remember, the tower, the big tower was like 200 yards from where his vantage point was, and we were trying to go past that to the next one, so it's at least like 250.
Okay. Okay. Can I want to use my sorcery points to double my distance.
Okay.
And I have a spell that's 150 feet, so I could do it 300 feet away from me.
You can.
Let's go. Awesome.
Visual range is challenging, though. You are all on the ground floor, and there are buildings blocking most of your visual range here, unless you get into a main
Xandria
street.
is flat, so we should be able to see everything, right?
Yeah. The general goal here, though, is to create it in a space that's going to create noise far away from where Frida is and where we are.
Oh, got you. Well, you have to wait until you figure out where Frida is at the moment.
Well, I know where I heard that crack from, right?
You
Where
heard the crack,
bridge-
so you know the direction, but you're not certain where they are at the moment, like distance-wise. So you can hold until they get within a certain area, and then try and
as soon as I see Frida at all, I'm going to let loose this spell.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
If Chetney's running back for Frida, I will as well.
Okay. Well, Chetney is faster than you and has darted off in that direction in a quadruped.
You guys should make it to the tower. We'll get Frida and meet you there.
Great. I'm staying right where I am. I don't think we should run towards Frida, though. I think we should let Frida get to us.
I agree with Imogen.
What? You want us to stay right here?
Well, I don't know if we should run towards Frida, have Frida come to us.
Yeah,
They know where to go.
I'll hold two. I'll get out there and stop a little bit. I'm waiting for eyes on Frida, but if three shapes come out of the distance, then I'm gonna close.
Okay.
Okay, so the problem is that I wouldn't lead them to them. So I would be moving at a different. I would be moving away from them, just to clear them. I want to make sure that I can get clear before I bring a pack of wolves or whatever they are.
Maybe I should just run to the tower.
Huh?
I'm gonna just start running to the tower.
Run to the tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is dumb, but you guys got this?
Yep.
I'm gonna run to the tower.
I just let loose my spell then if I wanted that I wanted to do.
If you want to,
Sure. 300 feet away from me.
what do you create?
I'm going to create a saving storm,
Okay.
which is a 20-foot sphere of just loud, violent, thunderous lightning energy.
You all hear this like high-pitched whine and this terrible, loud, cracking, tearing sound. As nearby, this like plasma sphere of crackling purple lavender energy begins to shoot bolts out to nearby stone, causing it to crack and shoot dust off to the sides. As it sunders this space, it continues to churn and give this loud energy. The rest of you can kind of hear it in the nearby area and can see it if you haven't already run past. You've already gone to a charge in the direction of where you remember Frida was. You're heading towards the tower. I'm
just with Chet.
You're with Chet. Chet's further and further away from you, but you're following the line best you can. And you both are heading to the
Deanna,
tower.
what do you want to do?
We gotta go to the tower. I got little legs.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, I want you.
She's just sobbing.
It's okay. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get Frida. They're gonna get Frida. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh God.
Make a deception check for me.
All right.
Also, I don't know if this is time for it, but your outfit's really pretty.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. I really like what you did with yours too. I really love the garter. Thank you so much. Oh, it looks so good. I wish I would have done that.
20.
20, okay. You, who are just running and you're going on like a southern arc to lead it away, correct? You're running, and you can hear these snarls and these kind of like snapping of jaws a little ways off. Multiple sources. And you are fearful to look behind you, instead focusing on the sprint and just trying to lead it away from your friends. You're uncertain how close it is, and you dart around the corner before you hear that in the direction of where they are. And you hear a shifting of rock and stone, heavy claws against ground, and the howls shift direction in the direction of your friends.
I will then stealthily try and sort of double back around towards them.
Okay. In the interim, what are you two doing who are trying to chase in the direction of
You
Frida?
just see tiny Chetney's upper body, Donald ducking it with his big wolf legs.
Psychotic.
That is horrifying.
Upper leg, upper body.
Okay, every fan artist, you have to tag me in all of it. You have to.
I only It's stuck halfway. It's stuck. Hit me on the back.
Yeah, the miasma has him.
Terrible.
My hands are too small.
The rest of you transforms.
So good.
All right. So while you both are running in the direction of Frida, you hear the howls kind of shifting away, and then you hear the detonation of the magic, and they suddenly double back and are almost coming straight towards where you and FCG are at the moment. What do you both do? Hearing it, movement.
I run over to FCG and I kind of grab him, pull him behind like a nearby boulder obstacle, and just kind of hunch down and see if we can just make ourselves small while keeping eyes out to see if we can see Frida running.
All right, both of you make stealth checks.
Okay. Instead of making a stealth check, are we behind the stone or something?
You're being dragged behind a stone by Chetney, unless you wish to resist it.
I don't. I won't resist it.
You're
but
still
instead,
concentration. So.
I will stone shape a wall in front of us.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Give you advantage on that stealth then.
29.
Yeah.
16.
16 with including the plus 10?
Oh, 26.
26. The wall careens over, and you both lose visual, and you just hear multiple claws, snarling snouts, and something or things moving rapidly beyond your visual range of this wall, cruising past and slightly away from the direction of where the tower is, you hope. You two have reached the base of the tower at this point. And you can see the tower itself is like heavily leaning in the direction of the outside forest.
I gotcha.
I want to be holding Mister. Just a little like
this.
Yeah.
We got this, babe.
Perfect. You can see the entire base of the tree is surrounded by overgrowth. Multiple trees and heavy bushes have risen up and grasped and grown around the outsides of it. You can see where maybe there would be a base floor entrance to this, but it is partially crumbled and now entirely offset. There are like heavy, thick brambles and branches that cover and have amassed this wall of growth that prevents any entry from that point. Looks like there are upper balcony areas where the balconies have crumbled and fallen, and there might be entryways, but even they've been overgrown with branch and root, and a number of these trees that now kind of carry it, almost like the forest itself is cradling it from falling on its side, but in doing so, it's also completely engulfed the majority of its exterior, the tower almost consumed by the forest itself. What do you do?
Is there anywhere around for cover?
There's plenty of places for cover within the nearby brush.
Hold on. Minor illusion. And I'll just, like, a little rock wall in front of us. Okay. Yeah. Should I could put, like, a guardian of faith, but it's gonna be, like, a big...
It'll be a big thing.
It'll be a big thing and everyone will see it.
We're all gonna be running back in
coming
just a
this way.
minute. Yeah. In just a minute. Hey, yeah, it'll be
As soon as I see that it worked and I can hear it from a distance, I'm going to just start backing up and heading towards the tower, following Fern.
As you both kind of begin to hamper down with the minor illusion of the wall, you watch as Imogen begins rushing up to you. The minor illusion is not large enough to hide all three of you.
Oh, shit. That's fine. That's okay. That's
Sorry,
fine.
mister.
We'll find more. I'll just find some other brush.
No, I just come on. Okay.
It's a little, but doesn't
I'm hunkering.
We're just hunkering.
Waiting.
Okay, so you're not all behind this illusion.
We're not behind the...
No, I'm going to hunker in another area close by.
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
Plus 10.
Plus 10. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a 21 plus 10. 31.
Okay, 31. So you go ahead and hide in the brush. And Frida, what are you doing at the moment? Now that you hear it tearing away, kind of, unfortunately, seemingly in the direction of the tower or close to it, at least that sort of way, are you heading to meet this beast or are you heading towards the tower?
Not towards the beast, towards the tower, yeah.
Okay. So you're going to arc around that trajectory off to the side. As you're kind of rushing through, are you progressing stealthily or quickly?
I think at this point I have to get to them as quickly as possible. Yeah.
You're rushing past and occasionally you hear And you see like different spirits that are walking the streets that all of a sudden notice your approach and kind of almost reach out for you as you just dart past before they get a chance to try and reach out toward you. Some kind of hover, begin to drift between trees, kind of stepping between the ethereal range, but they can't keep up with your full sprinting speed. Darting over towards the edge of the tower, what are you two doing?
The stone that I made to hide us, I would have left like a little slit for us to see, just so we can see if things ran by. Did anything run by?
Ears back as I look in so they don't
Okay.
Back in.
Or I can just pick up. I'm looking for rose gold.
Or monsters.
Dead spray.
You do see some things pass by. And you who are hiding by the tower would have a visual on this in a similar time frame. You see what looks like 5 massive dire wolf creatures. Their torsos elongated, their necks stretched almost in an exaggerated, almost a vole type extension of what you would expect to see a wolven face. Their claws tearing forward, their front claws, as the back of their body extends like a serpent. And all of these 5 stretched wolves come and join into a singular back portion of a woven body with 2 large, massive, muscular clawed legs that are tearing behind it, almost like a chariot being pulled by the front of 5 separate wolves.
How long are the stretch?
Cool.
The stretch is about 30 or so feet to each of them. And you watch as they are all like winding between each other and clambering over things and pulling the back legs with it. And they're like searching out and moving as one unified entity as they're chasing after the source of this sound.
Whoa.
Hey.
Okay.
Remember when we were shopping in Uthadern and nothing bad was happening?
Remember when we got best friends corsets?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
I can't breathe right now.
I know, it's a little bit tight.
I'm so
But God, we look
impressed
good.
We
by
look
that.
very good. We're gonna die beautiful.
Yeah, we really are.
Okay. Cool. Do we spot any glimmer of rose gold metallic in the distance anywhere? Did you take up a hiding spot, or are you still booking it?
I'm booking it. I'm still
You do not see Frida at all.
The
path they
wolves are
took
going. The wolves are going towards the tower, though.
They're going towards the sound, which is
So we can just let 'em go.
offset, but you don't fully know which direction necessarily, since you weren't part of the choice.
Then I think we just wait and watch, right?
So I don't have anything to keep it going in that direction or continue the diversion, so yeah, I think we're just sitting fucking pretty for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to hide. We're trying to get into the damn tower.
How far am I from them?
You come around about a minute and a half later, kind of rushing through the various side compartments and alleyways of the semi-fallen structures before eventually you can see the tower. You don't see a sign of your friends. And you can hear the occasional snarl and kind of mild muffled howl of this hunting creature, but you don't quite have a visual on it, which at least helps you understand that it's not at the tower base.
Do we see Frida at all?
You all keeping an eye out, you do see the rose gold shine of an Ormaton approaching the tower just as the last bit of the sunset light begins to turn to a darker beginning of night.
Oh, great. We're here during the night.
Sure, it's fine. Sure, it's fine.
Okay, you do catch sight of Fern kind of reaching out from an
Well,
illusion.
there's no way it could happen again, right? So I'm gonna move towards them in the most direct route, quietly.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to stealth to them without drawing attention to their hiding space.
Yes.
Roll another stealth check for me, please.
Yeah, no, we're fine. 29, 32, 31.
Okay. With that, Frida rapidly approaches, quietly, unseen, unfollowed it seems, and gathers here at the base of the tower amongst the rest of the dangerous brush. Kind of joins you in your wait.
You're so quiet.
Where's FCG?
Where's Chetney?
Where's FCG?
They went after you.
Everything's going
I'm gonna try to send a message. I'm gonna try to send a message to FCG.
Okay.
Maybe it won't be so bad because they're close.
Yeah, be good for it.
I'm gonna try.
Guidance.
I'm gonna try to send a message.
Okay. Do you have to see them to send a message?
No, it's just send. It's like sending.
All right, no, you can
Straight
go
up
through it. You're right.
sending.
You're right. Yeah.
We have to slay this beast. Oh my god.
So wait, so you're casting the message cantrip, or you?
No, I don't have the message cantrip.
Okay.
I have unlimited sending. So I'm, at least I used to. So I am gonna try to send since they're close and I'm not having to go over this huge range of.
Stop.
I don't know.
Go ahead and roll D100 for me.
I'm just gonna take damage, aren't I? I'm just gonna take damage.
Did you say D100?
Yes. Yeah.
This is a wild magic thing?
No, this is
Catching a fade off of.
this is an 89.
89. Okay. What do you send?
I say, Frida made it to the tower. Where are you? Are you with Chet?
You do not feel the same resistance and chaotic interference from the ley line scattered energy based on the short distance between you and your friend.
So I heard it?
Oh, amazing.
Okay. Imogen just spoke to me in my head and said that Frida made it to the tower, we should come.
Back to the tower.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do this for?
I don't know. I just used a stone
Come here, you
spell.
little bitch. Pick him up.
Okay, so you're just going into full sprint towards the tower?
Yeah.
Okay. You both go running back towards the space, and you can see now the same kind of risen and somewhat fallen tower as it kind of it is no longer in a straight position. It kind of cracks and bends as it kind of falls into the nearby forest. The rest of you watch as Chetney, in wolven form, emerges from out of the nearby archways, clutching FCG under his arm.
I'm watching behind them.
You also hear. And a scent has been picked up, as well as the sound of movement, which was not stealthy.
Oh, great. We're not stealthy.
Is there any trees or brush nearby?
I mean, there's plenty around the tower itself. It's majority of the exterior of the tower is either tangled in roots, branches, or grown tree itself.
Does there seem to be an entrance anywhere that it looks like we could get into the tower? I'm just gonna
Make a perception check.
Oh, y'all aren't in the tower yet.
No, we're waiting for you. What if there's a fucking monster on the inside of the tower?
That's better than the one outside the tower.
How do you know?
Matt's got a
know.
big imagination. You can make it worse there.
17.
17. Glancing around, you do not see a particular entrance in the ground floor. You see there are a couple of entrances along the tower where it looks like doorways for balconies or other higher up entrances still remain, though they are partially overgrown and you have to climb to get to them.
What does it seem like? There's we can climb the vines that are.
Oh yeah, like it's a thick tangle of roots and vines and branches all along here. It's basically just like climbing up the side of an overgrown tower.
I'm gonna start trying to climb the side of the overgrown tower.
Before you start climbing, does this look like the bad tree that was inside the other tower?
These do not carry the same extremely bright red, flora, but they don't look like normal trees. Everything here kind of sits in that purple to red to gray to like deep navy coloration. A lot of these sit in more of the purple and navy.
I just lean in and cuss it out as we go, like, you fucking stay a tree. Swear to God, if I see a face, I'm gonna bite it.
Be great. I'm super
Are
athletic.
you all climbing to try and get to the...
Are we there yet?
No, we're not there.
You're almost there.
They watched you emerge, and you've gotten there. You've arrived now at the base of the tower, but you've definitely drawn attention in
Do
doing
we
so.
have like, sure, I'm gonna throw up a
Jimmy, I got claws, so I can carry you up.
Sure.
I know you got a harpoon gun too.
I'm gonna throw
no,
a
go
Guardian
for
of
it.
Faith in front of like our climbing path.
Okay, you got it. What guardian do you summon?
That's a big Chetney.
A big Chetney.
Say 200 years ago, beach lifeguard Chetney.
A big, scary wolf Chetney.
Oh, you should put some sunscreen on that skin. You'll burn.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Guardian of Faith, kill me first. Let's start the climb.
I would like a group athletics check to climb the outside of this.
Can it be an acrobatics check?
I'll say for Yes, but it's a higher DC.
Can I guide myself?
Choice is
I'm
yours.
gonna guide Chetney since he's carrying me.
Amazing.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to make a
Switch,
mirthful leap.
Get rid of it.
Mirthful
Oh, we
leap.
need the
What's the
little
distance in the leap?
timeout chairs.
Yeah.
Whenever you make a long or high jump, you can roll a d8 and add the number rolled to the number of feet you cover. Even when making a standing jump, the extra distance costs movement as normal.
I canceled it. I got a natural 20.
Roll a different
Okay.
die.
Natural 20, which is 2 successes. Natural 1, that's 2 failures. You can make an athletics or acrobatics your choice.
Okay.
The DC, I'll give you advantage because of your mirthful leap, but the DC is higher on acrobatics.
Okay. Oh, the same. Okay, that would be 18.
18, okay. Are you holding on to her still, or?
Am I on you?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Let's go.
Then can I
Alright.
guided you instead of me?
And you're carrying FCG?
Okay.
With his guidance, 21.
21. Alrighty. You all begin climbing up the side as you hear the howls getting louder and louder. You also hear the somewhat spectral howls of a large spectral guardian of divine energy in the shape of a woven Chetney. Climbing up the side, Frida making quite a bit of ground before you grab a branch that snaps, and Frida immediately falls back. Just as you're about to tumble about 30 or so feet and hit the rocks below, you reach out and a hand catches you. Who catches?
Can I telekinetically shove him back into the wall?
Yes, you can. Something catches you and you get lifted and grab back on,
Cool.
feeling kind of the gentle lift of the psychic abilities.
Just a gentle cupping.
More of a
cupping, huh?
Thank you, Miss Timmel. Thank you.
Imogen, what the fuck are you doing?
Let them have Somebody's got to save their ass.
Ooh. Get your hands off them.
Dang.
I
Oh,
cast
is
a
that what
minor
this
illusion
is?
just to make her like sparkle a little bit.
It's a tough climb, but there's plenty of thorns and extensions to these roots that you can hold on to as the higher up you get, until eventually you can see the broken edge of where a balcony once stood and a little bit of an entryway you can squeeze through. One by one, you all begin to climb into the dark, lightless interior of the central portion of this tower that you hope to be the Guild Hall. As you push inside, you can hear the howls loud. The distraction had worn off, and the sounds of your journey still catching their attention, and your recent proximity allowing them to catch your scent. As soon as you all step inside, you can hear the clawing and movement of the entity begin to rise around the base of this.
Oh, it can climb the fuck up this thing?
Is my guardian of faith doing anything?
Well, it's not climbing the tower, but you see it tears into the nearby road where the tower is adjacent to the other buildings. And you can see now as like the 5 elongated, almost like a hydra wolf, all attached at one central back of legs, emerges. All the different kind of long woven bodies sniffing and like snapping at each other and then curling off to the side, and they're all beginning to search and smell around. They're following the sense to over where some of you are hiding. Like one of them kind of reaches up and kind of looks up towards the spectral Chetney, who kind of like looks down.
Did they get within 10 feet of the spectral Chetney?
One of them notices and growls. One of the other ones kind of looks up. You watch as they begin to claw their way up the side towards it, with multiple hands climbing up. That's going to be an advantage in the athletics check. It begins to climb up the side of the trees and the roots, up towards the Chetney. Yeah, you can look down at it, but the Chetney, they do get within 10 feet of it as they see this thing, and they go ahead and hunt it.
That's fine, or they can't see us. We're inside.
Yeah, you're inside. You don't know. They do not see you at the moment. So
Okay, and they didn't see us go into the window.
Just scent, and they heard stuff, and there's a general
There is a
scent.
scent in the space, correct.
Can I just ask a question for
Yes, you may.
clarification? There's 5 heads on this thing.
5 elongated torsos.
Bodies.
Yeah.
So so they eat 5 times as much food, and they all crap out of one poop chute.
Yes.
Wow.
So much.
That's
That
the
is-
question
And it
you
takes-
have.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
it
you
takes
have.
weeks to poop. That's a long body.
My boyfriend.
What do you think about my asthma is?
Must
Only
be
put the gas
shitting
in my
so
asthma.
much.
This is crapping in all the crevices.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
So as they enter the 10-foot space of the Guardian of Faith,
I need a 17 dex save.
that is going to be a 16, actually. It just failed. Natural 10 plus 6.
20 points of radiant damage. And this guy's around until he deals 60 points.
Okay. Does 60 points of damage?
Yeah.
What?
So immediately the Chetney strikes at one of the faces, like withdraws, and, like begins to like crawl. One of the other faces like lunges out and goes for it again. No, that's a 10.
Yeah.
Roll damage again.
All right, another 20.
Another 20. That one withdraws, and you watch as the other ones are like climbing up the side. The two that withdraw are like kind of growling, but also kind of like licking them. And as you get a closer look, too, their features are stretched and exaggerated. Their jaws themselves, the front of the lips almost seem to like quiver and bend, like they're not quite solid bone, like there's cartilage on the inside, but then at the edge of the jaws, they come to these long kind of barb-like spikes that protrude from
You
the
mean the
sides of the
snout
skin.
quivers?
The snout kind of quivers as it bites.
Oh my God.
With spikes
Back of the jaws. The bodies, as they move, it's almost like the sockets of the limbs kind of either pop out or move or dislocate to try and like slither and move easily. And the back of its central hind, part of its body is quite wide and muscular. It's proportionally, it's larger than it would be for a single one of these torsos, and it seems to like almost be dragged and pulled behind by the other 5. It doesn't seem like it has the most natural speed and mobility, and is limited by its strange mutated form.
Damn.
Hey Matt, can this be the Wolf King? Because I'm so stressed if it's not.
It is the Wolf
Okay,
King.
cool.
Like a Rat King, this is the Wolf
Is its ass raw?
Why?
obsessed
Why do you
with-
care what
I'm
like
obsessed
that
with
so
its
much?
gastrointestinal system.
King. Great mysteries of Exandria for you to contemplate in the wee hours of the evening, FCG.
Yeah.
Okay. The third, now that 2 of the heads are withdrawn, kind of in pain, a central bold one goes for one. It's going to keep pushing. That's an 18.
Okay, so it'll take 10 points.
Takes 10 points. Takes another strike.
Yep.
Begins to like lash out and try and claw. Takes no purchase on this beyond like the burning sensation of its strike. And also as it tries to climb up, it can't quite get around it. And the hind legs themselves are almost like being pulled up, like it's hitched and being kind of dragged up by the other the upper parts of the body. It's having a rough time climbing. It's not designed. It's not designed well by any means.
No, we don't want him to know we're here.
Eventually,
just kill it from
it
up
begins
here.
to disengage back to the ground floor. The heads kind of look up and start barking angrily at it, like a toy that it can't get to. And they kind of sit there and encircle, kind of lick their wounds for the next 5-6 minutes or so, until eventually it begins to lose interest, and slowly the different bodies begin to meander, occasionally glancing back at the tower before wandering off to seek what other prey might be easier to grasp.
That was weird.
That was so scary.
I really thought you were gonna be the Wolf King.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't be.
We can dethrone him later.
There's still time.
There's still time.
Hey, Frida.
Just gonna
You're
make jokes.
alive.
You almost died.
Scary.
It's okay. It's okay. There. Relax.
I'm not relaxing. This is weird.
Sorry.
That's okay. It just hugs you.
I appreciate you guys coming back for me, but in the future, you should go towards the objective.
Hold on. Are you trying to have a fucking cool attitude right now? I'm gonna go slap the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah.
It worked
Did you
out.
fall down a bridge?
I did
You
fall
almost
down a
died?
bridge, yeah.
And then went back to get you, and you're gonna be like, hey, do the objective. You. I'm so mad I could scream.
But don't. It'll draw attention.
I'm sorry.
People care about you.
Yes, I care about you. But we're okay.
What about us? You're like, I care about you, I care about you, and that's it.
Of course
Miss
they
Calloway,
care about us.
I'm
all
quite
of us.
fond of you, Miss Calloway.
Oh,
And you,
thank you.
Miss Tybalt. You, Miss Buck, Miss
We're tight.
We tight. Game recognized game. I was just a little clumsy and I wasn't watching my step. I was trying to make my way towards you, so I'm sorry. But now we know what's out there. That's a good thing.
Well, we're not gonna leave you behind.
No.
If it happens again, we can't just...
separate. I don't like that.
But I need you to trust that I'll make my way to you. It's gonna be okay.
You don't know that.
It's fine. All right, we're here. Everyone's okay? Fresh cut grass, are you okay?
I'm fine, yeah. We're all together.
Yeah.
And we're inside.
Yeah, we start looking around. This is where Ludinus started everything, right?
Oh.
I'll take a sniff of the air with my wolfy wolf nose.
Make a perception check for me with advantage. It is lightless in here, so for those who do not have dark vision, you have no way of seeing.
I'm gonna just give a very faint little crackling balls of purple energy.
Drift around. Here in this kind of central chamber of the tower, it is wildly cluttered and debris filled. You can see there are heavy bits of furniture, almost like armoires and cabinets that have been pushed and slammed into the sides of the building. You can see rocks and chunks of the building structure that have tumbled in and cracked and destroyed much of what was inside the chamber. Parts of the floor have like broken in, and what was once probably a smooth marble or polished stone floor is heavily cracked and sundered, chunks of it kind of sticking up, and bits of shale and dust strewn about. Heavy roots have grown through from the exterior trees and plant life. And there is kind of that thick moss and fungus has taken up different portions of the chamber itself. There is multitudes of messes and strange smells. It is it smells like it's long been left to just mildew and age and rot. There is a single staircase that curves and ascends to an upper floor. Everything is just slightly at an angle, and even just walking, you feel that bit of gravity kind of tugging you to one side.
Does this room seem like it's been as looted and plundered as the rest of them?
Well, you can go ahead and make an investigation check to see if that's the case. Sure. But my friend, what do you roll?
I adjust the sweatband, make sure I get all the hair back when I pull it down, readjust it. 15.
15. That that mustiness is extremely strong. There is old rot. It's interesting. There's an ancient rot of like just long dead flesh, as well as that damp earth of well situated and long left to do its thing plant life that itself has like either died or just left to still water.
Bag of leaves left in the sun kind of thing.
Kind of a vibe, yeah. There, as you kind of light the space around here, you can see there's like stretches of like a dried residue that seems to be pushed between parts of the ruined furniture. It's like a faint gray to even almost like a tan or peach color.
What does it taste like?
Yeah.
You want to taste it?
Residue?
It looks almost like strips of parchment or paper stretched over long paths.
Yep.
Like a cracked dried silk, or sheets of frail bark that just kind of are leaned against or pulled across. But you see they're thin in many cases. They're like kind of shorn and fallen in strips that kind of like flow with the air as a little bit of breeze occasionally courses through the opening you came through.
And is the floor stone here, or is there wooden sections?
The floor is stone, from what you can tell for the majority of it. There is plenty of splintered wood from ruined furniture and decor, as well as wooden braces that kind of are part of holding up the upper floor that have been cracked and fallen. And you're uncertain as to how structurally sound this tower would be if it were jostled heavily.
And
I
if this
rolled
is
a
where
26 on investigation.
You did.
Nice.
Okay.
And if this is where Ludinus was before we rule out anything below us, are Does it look like there's any kind of compartments or carpets or things that we might need to lift up and look underneath and make sure that we're on the ground floor of this? Oh, no, because we're up.
You're partway up. There is technically floor below you, but you don't see a way down from where you stand. You'd have to heavily search through. Based on the damage this has sustained and the many things that have fallen within, it looks like either it's hidden or it just doesn't have one.
Yeah.
You rolled
26.
26 investigation. That's great.
Yes.
So, and you were looking for specifically...
Like, see if there's anything left, if it's been looted as much as everything else, or if...
Book scroll.
Yeah,
you do
book
see
scrolls,
it is heavily looted. Okay. Like most things you've seen through here, it's been picked through over hundreds of years. Yeah. For those who made it this far, and though you're not certain how far they got, you do also notice there are a number of bodies that have been long left here, sundered, arms, skull. Many of them not as old as the room that they are settled in. So you do see the remnants of a camp in here. Looks like somebody made a small fire, and there is a old stained blanket that is kind of like bunched up in a corner that is now kind of heavily taken over by a thick brown mold.
Free blanket.
I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry. With having met Ludinus, am I just like getting a vibe that this is his place? Or do I pick up on like
old skanky Ludinus vibes?
Yeah, like, I feel like he was here.
with your insightful interest in people's vibes and your investigation check you just made.
Can I guidance this vibe check?
I'll allow it.
Century modern. Feel a vibe. I just need to see.
I'd like you to make a perception check for me, please.
Okay, perception. Okay.
It's less of an insight check, more just like looking for details that you can.
Just in the corner.
Plus guidance. Okay.
Plus guidance.
Oh wow. Okay. 21 plus 9.
That's
yes. 30. Sorry, my brain. 30.
What?
Fuck yes.
While many long vines and roots kind of choke off the outside world and any spaces where windows would have been from the outside, you can peer between some of these roots and can see there are decorations that carry beautiful elven stitching. You can see on the furniture it is a very, very high quality, and it looks like there's shattered glass and many bits of bone scattered about that has been kind of taken or buried within the growth inside. You get a very strong sense, based on the color patterns here and the decor, that Ludinus very well could have lived here, yes.
Guys, Ludinus was here.
You can tell from the thread count.
I feel it. Okay. It's definitely this is his tower.
Feel any stairs, any way to get up to the higher levels?
Oh yeah.
And there is a set of stairs that climbs to the higher level. Yeah.
Before or as they descend, I'm going to take that blanket. You said there were two structures, that two wooden structures, sort of holding the tower in place.
There's 4 heavy wooden, like thick beams that are part of the structure, the structurally. Word escapes me. The interior infrastructure. Thank you. That currently braces the upper floor against the stone. 2 of them are damaged and fallen.
So I'm going to go up to the other 2, and I'm going to gather as much foliage, marsh, anything that's flammable, that stuff, and I'm going to take an oil flask and douse all of that on both
burn
sides.
the house down?
When we're done, I think
when
we
we're
should bring
done.
this thing
Okay,
down.
not now, though,
no,
right?
of course not. No.
Okay.
No, but I'm going to start prepping that. So this place has to come down, I think, when we're done. Yeah.
Okay.
But we're supposed to go upstairs? Is that?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I would think his chambers or his labs would be higher up, since the bottom would be entry levels, right? Yeah. Is this a mage tower?
Oh,
feels like
is that a
it.
thing?
Could be.
Yeah. What's the difference between a regular tower and a mage tower?
Feels like
Mage
the
tower.
setup
Hidden
of a
rooms.
joke.
Hidden rooms.
It sure does.
I don't know what the
Really wish I had a
punchline is.
punchline, but
that's a good
I'm
setup.
genuinely asking.
Can anyone see magic? Like detect magic or?
We all just like,
I don't think so. Oh, yeah,
I can
detect thoughts.
dispel it.
Yeah. Great.
Cool, let's go up.
Okay. Marching order. Who's leading the charge upward?
I'll go.
Okay.
I don't want to waste this far. Follow your nose.
I'll follow behind.
I think I'll be at the end.
Okay. The staircase that ascends upward, you can see while it's kind of leaning to the point where to ascend it, you're slightly moving at the angle that it's tilted, and the stone stairs, like there's heavy cracks through them as they rise that meet all the way to the bottom floor. Partway up, you can see there is a skeletal body that kind of just lays on the stairs. Through your ascension, you'll have to kind of step over it or get it out of the way. But
is it clothed, skeletal in its like garment still?
Yeah, it looks like it's wearing some old leather armor.
How old?
I'm gonna search the body, just check it out.
Oh yeah.
Pouches, belts, weapons, anything on it, jewelry.
Yeah, it looks like there's like a golden ring on one of the fingers that's been pulled from there. The armor itself is also taken by like a purple and black mold.
The armor has a purple and black mold on it?
Yeah, it's like deeply set into the leather. It looks like there's 2 short swords that are sheathed that themselves, like the rod is kind of seeped into the leather sheaths, but the blades seem to, they didn't rust too terribly in their, hidden compartments.
Anybody want some moldy leather armor?
No, but you can keep talking.
When he stops and I see the body, I'm just going to give a once over from where I'm at to see if I see any traps or any semblance of traps.
Make an investigation check for me.
Well, I'm not very good at those. But here we go.
The blades aren't rusted. Does that mean that they're
The leather
not terribly rusted. There's a little bit of wear on them.
14 plus a 4.
How's that ring look?
18.
18.
Over to FCG.
Oh, no, you threw it. We jumped for it.
I caught it.
I fainted that. Y'all just fell for it.
Oh, no.
As he's going through the body, you can see up the stairs a little bit. Around where the body is, there are these like dark, like burn marks, like a faint bit of dark, almost like charcoal spray in the radius around where the body is.
Traps. I think traps got him. Be careful up front.
Oh. Good call. Can I sniff at the black and purple mold? Is it natural smelling mold or something else?
The mold is, but also as you smell around with that warning, you can also smell there's like old carbon. And you also now see too, there's burn smudge in the space around where this body is.
Can I check the stairwell and the steps for pressure plates, tripwires, some sorts of traps?
Arcane traps.
Well, you've made the investigation check, and so between the two of you, there is a very, very faint glyph that is carved into the stone, a little ways up the staircase you are about to ascend.
I touch it. No.
You said you have ways to spell magic?
There's a glyph. Right over there.
Oh, Once I slide down the stairs, run back up, and dispel.
No.
Sorry.
Spell slots. You okay? You good?
I'm fine for now. We're doing great.
Okay.
Level 3.
You clutch your symbol of the Dawn Father and release the incantation that pulls apart the weave of long-existing magic, and you watch as this near-invisible glyph suddenly begins to glow this bright orange color, like it's about to heat up and detonate, like someone had placed a poker in a fire for an extended period of time, and right as it heats up, there's a slight shattering sound, and you watch as the orange coloration immediately fades.
That was odd.
Do you guys need a second?
No, it's fine.
On the stairs. Been there, done that. We keep going.
Looking at this ring, is there anything special about it, or is it just like a gold
Just a nice gold ring. It's probably worth a little bit of change.
It tastes good.
Probably tastes good.
Anything? Do I sense any arcane things on it?
Make an Arcana check.
Guidance.
Okay, guidance.
Move.
No, I hate to just
My Death Lord.
Move, strange baby hand.
My Death Lord.
Sarcana check? That's just a 12.
12. Nothing's really catching your attention. Looks just like a ring.
Oh wait, I get
can
I get
identify that
advantage.
later, right, with
No,
your
I
little
can.
eyepiece? Okay.
I get advantage, so that's much better. That's a 15.
15. It's like a nice ring.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'll eat it.
No, save it.
We'll keep
Oh,
going.
it's tasty.
We'll keep going up the stairs.
Okay.
You know, people
You ascend
wear rings when they're wed.
Oh, really? I'll keep it.
You ascend the wide spiral staircase up to the kind of hatched opening that leads to the upper floor. As you begin to push through, and you do have to push through because the roots are dense and overgrown that kind of peer down and have since kind of taken the top of the staircase before you make it into the upper chamber. You kind of push it past and hear them crack as you, one by one, begin to pull into this darkened interior, you kind of lighting the chamber as you enter. And this tilted room, which is even more tilted than the previous one, this kind of was caught in, from the outside you could see it's the part that's most cradled by the surrounding trees that have since grown around it. You can see there's an area where a balcony would have been, but that balcony itself, that whole exit, is now entirely choked and eaten by who knows how dense a cluster of branches and trees that have since spread into the chamber as well. You can see more of that odd papery material that's stretched and dried and left in corners and edges of the chamber.
Can I go investigate the papery material?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay.
Guidance.
Thanks. -1. 14.
14.
Is it a medicine check? It's better if it's
I can give it a nature.
Nah, it's not. That's not better. 14.
There's something about it that reminds you of certain creatures.
Shed skin.
Like shed skin, or like a cocoon material.
Right.
It has that sort of leftover organic material feel to it. Long dried and just kind of left to hang.
Hey, Freya, remember when we were coming back from Hazelcross and I found that lizard and I was like, can I keep that lizard? And then the lizard shed its skin and it kind of left and I was like, look how cool the shed skin is. This is like that.
But 20 times bigger because it covers this entire tower.
Could this be the shedding from the thing outside, the Wolf King? Didn't it have
Or just an elven
There's also
tower.
a stag creature. There was a weird leathery wing creature.
There's
I
tree
bet
people.
there's a lizardy sort of creature. Maybe there's a spider type creature. Didn't we see webs when we first came in?
Oh yeah.
Residue.
Oh boy.
Well, this was the residue, right?
Oh, there are also webs and stuff throughout the city, but you didn't investigate those.
So
two.
whatever happened here sort of mutated all the creatures around it and made freaks.
Looking around the interior here too, you do see more furniture that is slid kind of close to the base of this chamber. You see a ruined but fairly wide bed that is kind of lifted up over what looks like an armoire or a wardrobe that itself is also broken and shifted its doors half off its hinges and left open. There is a bunch of, once again, broken glass scattered everywhere. There is a fallen bookcase that is empty.
I'm gonna toss the room. I'm looking for anything hidden, anything that shouldn't be there.
I'll help you, in particular with the bed. Under the bed frame and then behind, is there a headboard or anything like that?
There is a headboard.
I'll try to check behind it and underneath it,
Where people would hide, yeah.
And does this
End
look
tables. Stuff.
like it slid because of the listing of the tower, or people were throwing things against a door to
block it?
Best you can see, it looks like a lot of things shifted as part of the tower falling back.
Shift is good. Shift is good.
Is that investigation?
This would be investigation.
Guidance?
I'm gonna need it.
Guidance.
With advantage,
Guidance.
because he's helping me or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. So 4 plus
Four?
4 is
That's
8.
Oh my god, that is a 2. I thought that was an 8.
9, 10, 11.
Are you sure that's a 2? That's not an 8?
That's
Really
a,
get in there.
It's an 11 with advantage.
It's an 11. Okay.
24.
shit.
Oh, you were rolling separately?
Oh, I did, but I don't have to.
Oh, so no, keep that. What did you get? Yeah, keep
I misunderstood. I thought he was helping you, so you would keep the first roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so 24.
Yeah, that's right.
So with that, is you kind of glance around. This room definitely looks like it's been tossed over quite a bit. You can see the signs, once again, of familiar looting throughout. A lot of this has been shifted and moved. You can see there's, from inside the wardrobe, the doors that have been opened and pulled off the hinges wasn't from it shifting. People have definitely gone through and tried to remove anything of possible worth. You notice between and behind the roots against the walls from the tree elements that have pushed through the stone in the openings and have kind of grown all across the inside, the heavy clusters of branches and stuff that kind of close off the upper areas and kind of definitely have consumed a lot of the inside of this tower. You see like notes or pieces of paper or cloth that have elvish writings on them that have been heavily stained with time, that are mostly obscured by the growth here and mold that has taken to it as well.
I'll use my claws to just slowly carve away the roots, and I'll call over Deanna and have her take a look as I'm trying not to damage the paper as I remove the overgrowth.
I understand. It definitely looks like some of it has been torn and taken, like someone in a hurry just grabbed where they could and ran. So it's broken a bit, but as you begin to read it, there is one, like a cloth scroll that looks like it was leaned against a wooden board of some kind, and that has since been kind of grown over, and parts of the wood has like grown out like a potato you've left for too long that begins to grow on its own. That in Elvish is a bunch of questions. In fact, a lot of this feels like self-written notes and annotations, like somebody is reminding themselves or making bullet points to question or come back to. A lot of it speaks of patterns of arcana across cultures, across time, across dates. And you can see Exandrian calendar fragments. You can see notes on repetition and the shiftings of magic. You can see fonts of arcana and power that overlap with celestial events. There's a lot of like noting where things continue to recur over long and short periods of time.
Yeah.
Is it worth copying any of this down? Like, it's a lot.
I mean, is it?
If
Can
you
we take
say
it?
it out loud, I can record it.
Can't we take it?
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'll
I think
just
we should take
read.
it. Why can't we just take it?
No, you're right. Okay.
May have to carve some of these roots away to do so, but you can do that.
Well,
And I think
can
I
we-
try to cast mending.
Let's do the read it
just to
option
get the
first so we have like a
structural
digital
integrity
copy just in
up
case
a
they
little
fall
bit.
apart.
That indeed you can do.
Sweet.
Okay. And with that, as you're kind of doing this, you kind of glance around and you can see there are other parts of this chamber where more of these notes kind of are still somewhat present, haven't been taken entirely. So you begin to cut some of this away. You notice that in elements of these notes, it calls out like historical specialists, people to reach out to in the world that might know this, people who in the past have kept on it. You see names like Vatora, doesn't ring a bell. Laren, doesn't ring a bell.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Vishtaron.
Excuse me. Hey, wait. What? What was the third one? Vishtaron?
Vishtaron.
What was the first one?
Names.
It was Vatoran.
Laren.
Vitoran and
Lorraine.
Visteron?
Vishtaron.
I think
it's
pronounced
Lorraine.
Lorraine?
I think it's
Who's
Lorraine. Lorraine is
Lorraine?
what it's pronounced.
What the fuck?
There's also what looks to be part of a small, I don't even like a journal, but a series of heavy treated vellum pages that are kind of bound together. And these are like heavily notes on pages of, looks like they were torn from a religious tome. or a book, and there are like circles around certain sections, and notes talking about temple propaganda, talking about inconsistencies and elements of religious rites that are contradictory, that are in themselves proof that there is no real truth or plan in what the gods present. It looks like someone is preparing a speech, almost like an Exandrian TED Talk on what is wrong with the religious rites. You also see within this kind of series of pages, heavy emphasis on the matron. A lot of self-written questions and notes, like an unfinished section. A lot of, what's her name? I have to find her name. There is power in names.
The name is Darrington. Just while they're digesting
Doesn't
that,
mean anything to me.
I'm sure these were written and then put on the wall, but just in case, can I find any dirt or soil or anything in the room and just try and wipe it on sections of the wall where the notes aren't anymore, just in case someone was writing these, like writing on the wall before they were taken off, like a chalk rubbing almost?
You can certainly try.
Just to see if any indentations picked up.
This is a very high DC investigation check, so go ahead and give me a shot on that.
Can I assist?
I have an advantage. Call information about fey fiends or undead, but could I be assisted for advantage?
Can I assist? I've got a bunch of dust.
Wait,
I can like try to.
We want to do that. You got this is an important one, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you have any of your motes of possibility?
No.
What is this? You're doing an intelligence check?
It's an investigation check.
Investigation,
Guidance?
which is
And I have
intelligence.
and I'll take some guidance.
I can get. So you already have advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
You got this, Daddy.
15, 22, 24.
24.
Not a 25.
It's good. That was easy. Good.
You kind of wipe the dirt across it, kind of gently trying to blow away whatever like dried soil there is. Because most everything in here is some sort of dampness to it, but there are patches of dried dust. And you know these are fine because this isn't earth. This is long decayed skin or organic material. Whether it be from this odd material that you see stretched across parts of this chamber, it has that kind of light dust, that very, very fine powder feel that you can just kind of blow across and drift, and it reacts differently to shifts and changes. You move from one patch to the next, and it's limited in what you can find, especially given the short time that you've had to search this space. And in this time, too, the slight cracks of light that you see coming through the branches have now fully darkened, and you know night has taken the Sevalier wood around you. There's no sign of writing. There's no sign of remnants of drawing or any notes that are pulled from this. But there is one portion of the wall when you put the dust across it. The dust stays. Just this slight circular portion of the stone that it kind of clings to ever so faintly, unnaturally.
This portion of the wall is different than the rest of the surface.
It just has something on it, or there's like something that we can.
Dust is adhering to it.
Is it like invisible? Or is it an opening?
I do. Oh, am I dispelling it?
Or should we touch it?
Is it like a thing
done?
that we
Might be
can
like an
shift and push
illusion.
through, or
Might
something?
be.
Should we throw a rock at it or something?
Yeah, I'll just take the tip of a nail and just the smallest surface area and just touch the area of it.
You press it and kind of it clicks. It's it's a hard surface.
Yeah. But it doesn't move through it or anything. It's like
it doesn't
contact.
move through it. No.
Can I try to use the telekinetic shove? And try to push it.
Okay, you go ahead and try and telekinetically shove in that space. The dust that you just laid across it kind of separates in a slight ring around it, and that bit of a cloud vanishes. It doesn't seem to have any effect on it.
I'm gonna cast light. Does arcane light hit that portion of the wall differently?
Or you cast light on that part of the wall, or in the space?
No, it was just on my staff.
Okay. You go ahead and light up the area around it, the bright
dark
kind
now.
of torchlight around here. Move it around. It lights the area, and you can see kind of that strange circular space on the wall that sits there. Doesn't... Make an Arcana check for me.
Natural 20.
For a total of?
Oh no, 19.
But still, natural 20s are great.
Could let me have that one little Laren moment.
Still there. Showing up for your girl.
You look at the light at your staff and kind of hold the staff out, wondering if the light itself will have an effect, or you're not quite sure, but there's something about your understanding of the nature of magic in general, though divine in a lot of its source may be, and you touch the end of your weapon with the glowing bulb of light to that section, and you watch as the light enchantment is drawn into it and goes out. That brief circle seems to just faintly glow and then just returns to its dormant state. Like it
needs more spell.
Like a plant thirsty for water.
Oh, it needs magic.
It needs magic.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, well.
I wonder if it needs a certain level though.
Probably does.
Probably a big one.
I can start with 3rd level.
I've got 1 4th level left.
Yeah,
We
let's
can do
save that. Let's try a 3rd first.
Okay.
I have a few thirds left.
Are there any windows?
I wonder if it
Okay.
needs a certain type of spell.
Uh,
What type of spell
there
is
isn't a
light?
window to this chamber that you can see. There is
No, but
what
it's,
looked like
it's still a certain
a
type.
balcony archway that's kind of facing on the downward side that has been so overgrown, all the trees on the other side have completely swallowed it.
I also, just as I am hearing Deanna read things out loud, I'm wondering if anything, I'm aware and trying to catch if anything rings a bell at all to me from that time, or from any time.
Roll a history check for me.
Yo,
Let's go.
dig deep.
Right, like this is the one I need.
Guidance.
Dig deep.
Do I get the guidance?
Wait, this is what's
I would
the roll?
I would say no on this because
Okay.
this is just recalling memories.
Sure.
Think real good, babe.
What was it?
History.
I think that's just. It's a 10.
It's a 10. Okay.
Garbage. Broken up.
That I remember. What are you gonna do when our anniversary?
FCG, a fickle bitch.
Fickle caregiver.
Yep. Fickle caregiver. You feel like elements of this are tickling your brain in a way that you haven't really felt. But it's like seeing a shape beneath the waves in the ocean. It's unreachable. It's obscured, it's foggy, and you can't even find a place to grasp and find purchase to recall it.
FCG, I think you should touch it.
Listen.
I can touch it.
A while ago, FCG and I, we went into the mind of a friend of ours.
Yeah.
And we helped uncover some stuff that they didn't remember.
That's right.
If that's something you'd like to try, we can do it.
There's something about this place that feels. I don't know.
Feels what?
Please use your words.
Familiar?
Really?
How dangerous is it?
Neutral. Really?
I don't know exactly. It was very dangerous on our friend.
Get a nosebleed?
Well, it was dangerous on him because they're very complicated. There's a lot going on, so.
But, you know, I mean, you and I have gone into each other's minds, so I know it's possible to do.
We could do it. Yeah. I'm down to try, but should we... Do you want me to just try to cast some sort of spell on this thing first?
Sure.
I don't really have, like...
I mean, I've got attack spells, and I can try it that are evocation. I'm not sure if it needs to be the same type of spell that Deanna did, but...
I mean, mine would just be an attack type spell or a healing spell, but like, does that do anything on stone?
I don't know.
What are you thinking? I feel like you got something on your mind.
Yeah, I want to support that.
No, I'm thinking that I can't access whatever is scratching the back of
Well,
my
then
brain.
let's go into your mind.
Is it the most opportune moment right now? There's
We gotta do something.
We gotta do something.
Gotta stay here anyway.
Okay.
Are you?
I'm gonna hold your hand.
Is there another level above where we are right now? Or are we at the top?
You don't see any signs of further ascension.
Okay, it's the roof.
Well.
It's the upmost
part. Okay.
Chamber.
Any notes or scratching on the roof? The ceiling of the room we're in?
The inside of the ceiling you're in?
Yeah.
I mean, it's about a 15-foot tall climb, and there is like a heavy cluster of like knotted roots and branches up there. You'd kind of climb up and search if you'd want.
Are there kind of types of wizards? Like, what type of wizard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use my claws and go up.
Okay. You're not under heavy duress. You climb up and kind of pull through that kind of weird papery material and crawl up and start pulling through the roots and again pulling apart from the hanging vines and bits of like gray and red leaves that kind of pull away with each grasp. Eventually you reach up and touch something soft. Like it kind of like has give to it.
You just touched a creature. You just woke it up.
Oh, it's probably just a butt.
Just cup it.
Imogen, you know all about touching butts,
Any,
don't you?
Smell associated with this soft touch?
Really?
What did it feel like? Was it nice?
You immediately... It has this kind of
I'm sorry.
acrid sweetness to it. It has this like rotting citrus smell that also blends with what I can only describe as carrion. And as you kind of withdraw your hand, you can see
It's a cocoon.
there's crimson dripping down your fingers.
It's a cocooned body.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna come back down.
You all hear this heavy impact. All the root structure and branches above shift, and dust just settles for a second. You begin to climb down. They shudder again.
What's happening?
Branches
Oh, God.
splinter and tear open from above, and you watch as something heavy, pinkish red begins to like push through and emerge, like a slithering ooze of skinless flesh. Just tendrils begin to descend, almost like a molasses of muscle, and you watch as faces emerge from it.
Faces?
Like bestial maws that stretch out from it as it begins to
God. Now we gotta fight this thing?
slams onto the stone in the center of this chamber as you all kind of spread back. This weird, like, quivering globule that has no real form. It hasn't decided what it wants to be yet, almost. And then you watch as teeth and mouths begin to emerge. It's drawing inspiration from you and whatever denizens of this city have walked its paths. As these arms and tendrils and eyes and teeth begin to take form. This 10, 15-foot wide, expanding mass of hungry, chaotic, insane life wishes to say hello to the new denizens of this tower. And that's what we're about tonight.
We have time. We could just talk to it. It's a conversation. Don't you want to make friends with this shit? Shit.
We'll pick up from there next week.
You were so close.
I feel.
Nightmare fuel. That's
Nightmare
Nicely done,
fuel.
Travis.
Y'all would stop sleeping, just pump some magic into the damn thing.
I was about to.
You were about to.
But how many minutes do you need?
Damn.
All right. We'll make a plan.
Make a plan?
We'll make a plan.
Well, everyone pretend to not have legs so it doesn't think to have legs to get up the wall.
Oh my
going bad. I
can
am
run out
out
and
of
I can
shit.
light that shit on fire. It's all there.
It's true.
I've used a lot of shit. I've got one.
Well, we just try to get into the.
And then it drops down to 2.
We try to get into the circle.
Oh shit.
How do we get in there?
We're doing great. We're doing so good.
You're doing great. What could possibly go wrong?
Love you.
We'll find
in
out
this
next
tiny
week.
little, tiny little space.
Figured it'd be a good time because depending on what happens, this could go a little long if we were to continue from here. So we'll pick it up next time.
We went so fast.
Yeah. Could have also gone really fast in terrible ways.
If we have to wait till next time, can we have a long rest?
Yeah, let's take a long
Yeah, me
rest.
too.
What the fuck
No.
Okay.
Sorry. It's just how it works. Unless you got some dunamancy in that pouch, I think we'll have to hold on. But nevertheless, thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you next week, and is it Thursday yet? Good night.